Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. We're seeing North American stock futures slightly to the downside. Once again this morning, we were a little mixed when I first sat down this morning, but heading back lower after a big gain on Monday, largely due to a run-up in Boeing shares, up 14% to start the week after saying yesterday it was going to start recertification flights for the 737 MAX. Grounded airliner that will continue today. So Boeing back on watch this morning. We had the S&P up 1.5% on Monday, and that brought the index itself, the S&P 500 index, back into positive territory for the month of June. It's been a bit of a roller coaster as far as the month goes. We have both Fed Chair Powell and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin testifying in front of a House Financial Services Committee coming up at 12:30 this afternoon, something to look forward to. They're supposed to be speaking specifically on the Fed's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Individually this morning as well, banks on watch. Wells Fargo out this morning saying they'll cut their third quarter dividend. The rest of the group essentially saying they will leave theirs alone. So we'll have a look at some of the banks here this morning. Shares in electric vehicle related companies mostly higher today as well in the pre-market. No significant news related to the group this morning, but an interesting look once again. Workhorse specifically doing higher than normal relative volume once again. It is Tuesday, June 30th, last day of the month. Trader TV Live starts now. Hey, there we go. Look at overnight session markets there. The Asian region markets a little bit mixed. We had Japan, Australia leading the way to the upside. The Nifty and India back in negative territory. Let's shift over to Europe and have a look at how things are shaping up. Bit of a negative look here to start. England was down more than a full percent. Looks like it's coming back a little bit there. We'll shift over to North America next and see how things are shaping up. Yeah, we were a little bit positive at one point. Now back to the downside. You can see Brazil there open already, down about 1%. TSX futures here in Toronto pointing to about a 0.4% decline. We have crude back to the downside. Gold at the bottom there back in negative territory as well. Busy start to the morning once again. We had Office Depot shares halted in the pre-market there. Interesting story. Some trades being investigated. Good morning, guys. It was supposed to split, I guess reverse split aftermarket today is what we're hearing, but it was a little bit out of place as far as pricing goes this morning.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously, look, there was some trades that happened. It's now going to be halted. Whether or not it opens back up, we're certainly going to be able to see. But it's going to be interesting. If you guys were looking at this in the pre-market, you would have seen some ridiculous prices at 15. Then it came immediately back down before eventually halting. And we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure what the timeline for this is going to be like. Given that it's a bit of a unique situation. So Office Depot was halted. The GNC was also halted, but they're going to be kaput. So that, I don't know if we'll see them come back in. I wanted to show off a little something today. Sean got his and was definitely excited to see it, but I finally got mine. Let's see if we can show you here. I got my floss shirt on. I can't do the floss, but you can see it on the shirt. And if you guys like the merchandise, certainly you have the opportunity to go in, grab those. We got the mugs as well. So, things are coming definitely together. We have some better ones that are coming through. If I could, I would be wearing the Brendan Goat shirt, but we didn't get those ones in for us individually yet, Sean.
No, we did not, but we will be getting a few more things, including the mugs. I think our one of our best sellers here is the Trader TV mug, and why not? I mean, if you're going to watch the show, enjoy it with a cup of coffee. I think that's a good move, or tea, or like I said yesterday, whatever liquid you prefer to put in here. But we are going to be coming with a few more interesting things to come, some small things. So we'll tease that a little bit right now, but that's to come later on this week, where you guys can help support the show. So yeah, we're really excited. We also have Lewis Daniels watches supporting our guest Trader of the Day segment as well. So things are happening, but yeah, the market is happening today. Micron, Apple, Facebook, Netflix with that big $100 million support to black communities, helping out moving money into black banks. We see Carve going crazy, CARV. So that's another stock that we'll be looking at today, guys.
BYFC, another one going crazy in the pre-market here. Carve up 180%. BYFC about 90%, 85, 90%. So we'll have a look at both of those coming up. Before we do that, that, let's have a look at how the top traders fared here at Day Trade the World. Yesterday, it was another very positive session here. I zoomed out a little bit so we can go a little bit further down the list here. $30,000 coming from Chicago, CME, NASDAQ, New York markets. A little Canadian content here, the TSX Venture and CSE. $26,000, guys. Venture and CSE yesterday. Nice day there. Some European markets popping up once again, as we see quite frequently on the top 10 list here at Day Trade the World. So another great day. Let's have a look at what is coming up later in the show today. We have another brand new educational video releasing for you today. Yeah, charting timeframes. If you're wondering what the best charting timeframes are to use for day trading or investing, we'll take a look at very small timeframes, higher timeframes, how to kind of correlate using both of those at the same time. So that's going to be a little bit later in the show. Stick around for that. Valeria will have the link for you. Speaking of Valeria, let's get over to the desk and say good morning to her.
Good morning and hello everyone. I wish you a great trading day, and we're here as usual to make it even better. Guys, sign up to our daily free watch list at the link I'm sending on the chat, and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. And of course, please support and give us all of your likes. Smash the like button. I'll see you later. Back to Brandon. All right, guys.
Let's jump into what is moving around here in the pre-market. Let's start off, guys, with those crazy little financial stocks that are moving again this morning. We had the Netflix story. Sean touched on it there, moving some money towards the Black community and Black-supported companies. So we'll jump into both BYFC and CARV. Hard to avoid these. I mean, 100 times on both cases, relative volume here in the pre-market. I just brought BYFC here, guys. We're up to 87% now to the upside. It's gone from $2 to $3.20 here. I mean, we can have a look at that CARV as well.
Yeah, BYFC in particular has already had a bit of a pump here. Just looking at the daily chart, it's made a move already one time through to 7 before coming back. So you kind of already have a break at 330 that could happen. I'm looking at 340 top pre-market as well. And we've seen these continue to go for a couple of days. U1K was very similar. Just a note on that story from Netflix. I want to give a little bit of credit to billionaire Robert Smith, who came out with the 2% challenge for for banks in general to be investing in that community. So certainly it's good to see Netflix jump on there, but this was something that I think was started out, and it's good to see some corporations jumping on that bandwagon. The challenge was of course put out to the major banks to do that, and then remains to be seen what will happen. But this story is going to be very similar to the U1K. It's going to be playing breakouts for me, not necessarily holding on too long positions like we'll do sometimes in trend trades on breaks up or down. I just feel like with this, you don't have a lot of substance to this. It's just a bunch of money coming in and pumping these to the upside. And U1K, we saw what happened after a couple of days, it coming back in. So looking for a 340 break on BYFC in particular. It's got some levels to the upside at 5 and then at 7 if it somehow gets there the next couple of days.
Yeah, I like that BYFC break. And it's actually funny that I didn't make any money off this because yesterday, if you guys rewind about 24 hours ago, I said Facebook should do something like this, like what Netflix just did. And I even said 100 million, but whatever. Facebook didn't do it. Netflix does, and today you get the big bump. So Carver Bank Corp, of course, a Harlem-based bank, looking to get minorities loans and whatnot. Seems like that'll be a little easier today. I mean, again, like Neil just mentioned there, I mean, these are just plays. Like, did the bank just almost double or more than double in value off of this news? Probably not, but we know what happens when momentum gets into these names. So you do have a 17 top here. I mean, the daily chart kind of just looks silly sometimes because there's not much happening. Here's the daily chart. I mean, it's like nothing's happening at all, and then a bunch of news comes on. We hit the U1K, BYFC today as well. There's going to be a bunch of different names, so watch out. This has been up here before, 1750 as high as it went, and today we stop at 1720. So, yep, same place for me, breakout central, and then we'll look to short if we get that opportunity.
All right, guys, I want to go to Micron next here. If you're joining us for the first time or maybe the first time in a while, brand new position board as of yesterday at the bottom of the screen. So both guys not in any positions at the moment. We had great positive feedback yesterday. We appreciate that about the brand new position board, but you can follow along with what Neil and Sean are doing throughout the morning throughout the trading session at the bottom of the screen. If you're joining us for the first time as well, hit like and subscribe as we continue to do this every single day the market is open, guys. Let's go to Micron. Guys, also sign up for our watch list if you haven't already. Valeria will send you the link. All you have to do is put in your email. We'll send you the watch list every single day. This one is at the top of that list today. Micron with earnings after market yesterday, topping right across the board, handily beating estimates on both the top and bottom ends. There was also as many as five brokerages upping their price target for MU today. So a nice look here, up about 6%.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the right space, the right time, the right stocks. I mean, MU, NVIDIA, semiconductors, AMD, they all just continue to work. And here you go again. So Micron, a nice little 5% up, well, almost 6% up today. I'm looking at 52.50 right here. That should be a good level. We did get as high as 53. So if that breaks, that's fine. Again, on the daily, I don't know where my bar is over on this screen here, but Micron on the daily here, we're just talking about a 52.50 break. So we're still kind of in this space, which I don't love. I sort of wish we were trading up here somewhere. Obviously, if you're a shareholder, you wish that as well. But I'd rather get out of this breakout area. So I'm pretty happy going long 52.50, but it's not going to be a maximum size position or anything like that. Let's just wait till it settles down. You do have some support here, 49.50 and change. So it's like a $2 downside risk. But it was a good quarter. It's never pulled back. I mean, you get a small little pullback here to 51.50. So I'm not worried about the haters coming in on this stock. So let's just wait for 52.50 and hope that we can get that price early.
Yeah, I was sort of looking at this one. If you look at this nice little slow trend to the upside that Micron is putting up here, certainly dip buying is going to be an opportunity today, possibly, if we do come in. So 50.50 was the level I was looking at. If we get any consolidation down there and any kind of a pullback, that can be a good one. For those of you, and actually we're going to be talking at some point this week about swing trading. We sort of talk about these little dip buy opportunities. That's a better entry point for me if you guys are looking for that time frame. If we get past that 53 mark, it's going to look like a secondary break into that 55. So, do watch out. I think there is some juice in this name. I just, given the way that Micron tends to trade and the lack of, volatility lately, and we've already put the gap in, I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be a parabolic move today. I'd much rather be buying a dip into that 50-50 range.
All right, guys, let's go over to INO, a big mover over the past few sessions, moving back to the downside this morning after preliminary phase 1 results, or an update, I guess is a better way to put it, on their preliminary phase 1 trial for their COVID-19 vaccine. From what I read, it seemed like it was positive right across the board. There was no safety issues. There was immune response in the 40 patients that were tested. The only thing that I saw was a 94% success rate. Some of the other companies that have reported on their initial phase 1 trial have been in the 96, 97, 98% success rate kind of results. So might be the reason for this downtick today, 13% to the downside for INO, guys.
It's been running so far. I don't know, maybe Bill picks more shares up and support this one, but it's been running so far. I guess it's one of those situations where it's probably just a little bit of sell the news. You get these results coming out, and if they're not, exactly blowing it out of the water and giving everybody ridiculous optimism, this stock was trading at $14 when this broke out, and it already put in a 100% move. Even if you look at this decline that we're seeing today, so we have to look at some downside areas. I know we've been bullish on this name and basically been buying everything that we can on breakouts, but it's time to start looking at where there's going to be some support if we head back to the downside. And 25 is the first level. Below there, there wasn't much till about $21, so I would look at 25 to be the first level of support. You want to come back in here just a little bit and see where you could get a further breakout. Remember the prices from yesterday. If we're going to run, you're going to see some of the prices from yesterday come back into play. You can see in the afternoon, we had a nice little bounce up off of 29.30, 29.50. That would be an interesting price in through 30 as well. So, there's some areas that we can have a look at in INO, but I think for the first time, we have to start seriously considering the downside, and there's about $2 of air between here and 25.
Yeah, we held 26 a little bit down here. Yeah, 25, 26 in this little area. Held here, then held here. So yeah, that might be a good spot to pick that up. And like Neil mentioned, the news seems to be great. The results are great, but it's already up so much. So that's just to sell the news type of situation. This happens all the time. People buy rumors, sell news. We already know that. That's typical. And obviously in a coronavirus name, it's just as easy to do that as it is to buy it. So right now we're selling it off. Look for some support here, 25. If this breaks, guys, I mean, then I don't know what's below. So 25 break, you're in trouble. If you're going to go long, definitely get your stops out for 25, maybe even 25.50, man, because that's this level here is 25, but right here, this bunch is 26 to 25.50. So watch out. We are bouncing a little bit off 27 right now. I don't really see any longs until we get back to 30. So it's got to go up another 10, 15% from here before I'm interested in a long, guys.
Another one looking like it might want to break to the downside here, guys. WFC. Let's go to the banking group. WFC out this morning saying they're most likely going to have to cut their third quarter dividend. We talked about this a little bit last week following the Federal Reserve's stress test on the banks. They suggested that this would be a good idea. WFC coming out this morning saying that, yeah, probably going to have to do that. Look at the move to the downside here in the aftermarket yesterday. Worth noting, the rest of the group come out yesterday as well saying that they will not. They'll hold theirs where they are at the moment. So a little bit worse off here, down about 1.75% for WFC.
It's I think it's just kind of more of the same here. I mean, WFC is already expected. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, possibly even them being bought out or some of their assets being taken over by Goldman or JP Morgan or something. So this to me is already known. So we'll just wait to see what they do. Again, I'm waiting for JP Morgan or somebody special to drop some dividend news right here. But $25, again, you're sort of still in this gap spot. We don't get to 22 today, not even close. I don't even think this news is that bad. What is this bottom? 25 right here. So obviously people are going to want to take out $25 today. For me, I'd rather go long and then short on WFC today, guys.
26 is definitely a good level. It managed to hold that pretty well. If you look at it yesterday, a bit of a top, and then you get that move into the afternoon, same sort of thing. And this was expected. When they did the stress test, you have to keep in mind that it was WFC that got singled out to be in a position to possibly have to decrease or to decrease the dividend. And that was one of the things that was certainly already talked about. So it's a bit surprising to see that kind of a fade on what people were expecting, but it is what it is. We're back down at this 25.25, which is supporting right now. If we break 25, I think there's going to be a scalp trade in there for you. As a day trader, certainly look at that one for, like an in and out type of opportunity to get you 20, 30, 40 cents, something along those lines. Otherwise, I'd prefer to be shorting in front of that 26 on a pop if it can hold that level on the way back down. That was a great short yesterday. You saw what happened when it tried to get back up there in the afternoon. So I like that level a little bit better than right here.
All right, let's go to the exciting electric vehicle space. It's becoming a bigger and bigger space as days go by here. But Workhorse Group back on the watch list today. It's up 500+% on the month of June, just the month of June. Market cap has gone from 194 million at the beginning of June to just about $1 billion starting the day today. So Workhorse, yeah, huge move higher yesterday. We're up another 15% here. Just bounced pretty hard, I guess, off 16 here, guys.
Yeah, it just actually broke through 1650 as well. So once again, you see Workhorse on the run. It's a big level this year, this 1550, just where we got to at the top, and it made a strong bottom at 1550 and sort of consolidating around 16 in the pre-market. And the volume matters. It's at 5 million. It's not like it's turning over no shares here in the morning, guys. So some of these levels are going to have a little bit of significance. If we ever do get a chance to short it, you really just have to see it take out one of these bottoms convincingly. You saw the same sort of story yesterday. In the pre-market action, we made a nice bottom off of 1150, broke out through the opening range, and then even when it retested it couldn't get any lower. So you're kind of looking out for the same type of thing here. If it ever takes out the top, you're looking at a break of 18. If we can't break that, I don't know that I like it to the short side until you break 1550. I think that's being a little bit too aggressive, trying to fade the short into it. You won't see me do that. I'll be looking for the breakout trade and only shorting if it's below 1550.
Yeah, 15. I mean, that's it. 1550 is pretty easy there. No problem with that kind of a short. So we'll wait to see if Workhorse does that. I mean, otherwise, I mean, you have a 1750 top, but I don't know, man. These stocks just seem to be way too overheated. We will get to Nikola. I love that one a little bit more, Brendan. Yeah,
let's go to Nikola, guys. $5,000 reservations for their vehicle started yesterday. Was up 7% on the day yesterday. The stock. So the 5,000. I found this kind of interesting. The $5,000 reservation gets you a ticket to Nikola World 2020, which is going to be the debut event. A $5,000 discount then if you go ahead and purchase the truck, and also a chance to win a Badger, a Nikola Badger. For that $5,000. So those, we talked about it yesterday, were available starting yesterday. So Nikola, another one, guys, was basically flat when I looked at it in the pre-market, but another one that's been, giving trades all over the place.
Yeah, Nikola's been good, man. I've hit yesterday. Workhorse was huge for me, you know that. And then Nikola, I don't think I traded it yesterday, but look at this level here, 68. I really love this little level here, and that's why I'm talking about bunched up levels here. Looks to break out again right now at $68. So I'm not going to be short Nikola at all. But if you are long with me, which hopefully will be long 68-ish, then we're going to use 66 as a bottom. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy kind of flow here for me. I like what they're doing at Nikola. I like the Badger. It makes a lot of sense. They're going to have that Nikola World, like you just said. They're trying to make a big deal out of this. The CEO's all over Twitter. And look, no one's ever seen the product, so we're not really sure what exactly this is going to be. But I just saw Tesla, congratulations to Tesla on 10-year anniversary. Started at $17 10 years ago, and today we're busting through 1,000. So you see sort of what kind of energy there is behind these electric vehicles. And I think that today, $68 on Nikola. Look, whether or not it's overvalued or not, I don't know, but the momentum for sure to the long side today. I'm taking 68 long on Nikola, guys.
Yeah, and I'm just going to take a bath as we get a bad wick trigger into just a couple of shares. I literally took a 10-share position in Workhorse to make sure I didn't miss the 1550. We got one of those dark pool wicks to the downside, and then now it's running to the upside, guys. So alert here. Sometimes I'll put those in there, but you get this print. It never traded down here. Don't even look at that. We did get wicked in, and it's coming right back to the upside. So watch out for a 1780 break. I do want to make sure we jump over to the other name in this space, and that's going to be Plug. The only thing I would add to Nikola is 65.50 is another level that it's been holding pretty well in addition to 66. So watch for bounces off that price. Plug was the one that I was playing yesterday. It's been a nice breakout as well. I think through 850 today is going to be the look, and very, very similar to Workhorse. It has to break through one of these retracement levels for me to think about a short. So 785 is the one I was looking at from the afternoon. That was a bit of a bottom. That was a breakout price for us to the long side, and 770 would be that sort of hard entry area. So you want it below 785, and then I'm probably taking a 770 break. And it might be a tight stop if I ever short one of these on the first end, guys. So we'll look at the long initially, as long as these names are all going to the upside in this space. But it doesn't mean we can't short them eventually. Plug might be the first that I would jump into. Just it leveled off rather nicely in the afternoon, so it has a decent shot, looking like it might want to pull back in. So I'm watching that 785, 770 area very closely for my chance to short it. Otherwise, 850 break long.
The other one in that group that was a big mover yesterday, Blink, BLNK. They make the charging stations for electric vehicle. So they supply the components and manufacture the components for charging stations. So that stock was up 11% yesterday. With the rest of these on huge relative volume. So another one to look at today. I want to mention Apple before we get to Arun. We'll have a look at the futures here. Apple a little bit lower in the pre-market here, guys. Not a lot of pre-market volume, but there was a report from DigiTime saying that 5G iPhone shipments in 2020 could be much lower than expected. The current forecast was between 30 and 40 million units. They're saying it could be closer to 15 million units only. So let's have a look at Apple here, guys.
Yeah, look, 358.50 is going to be a huge short. Depends if you like the short or not. If it breaks this level right here, it touched it yesterday, 358.50. Wicked down a couple times, down to that spot as well. So I love this play right now, but I've lost too many dollars trading these breakouts right off the open, because yesterday it happened on Facebook and wound up losing $300 when I loved the long, and then it goes up 10 bucks from the spot that I liked it. So I just think you could get the same thing that happened there. You could come down and then right back up to the north side here. So I like Apple. Look, obviously that DigiTimes report, I call it fruitgaze. I don't think it's going to be real. Apple's going to hit their delivery targets, and they're going to sell more phones than anyone can imagine. So 358.50 right here. I like that as a short if the market wants to go down today. I'm not 100% sure. Greg mentioned to me that it was the best quarter in 20 years. coming to a close today, so we're going to wait to see if there's some selling off that. I never considered that angle, but the only thing I wrote down was 358.50 to the bottom side, and it's an easy one, so I'm not trying to act like a rocket science here, but 361.75 maybe to the top. I'd rather just let Apple settle down again. We'll hear what Arun has to say about the futures, but for me, I'd like to wait for Apple to possibly making a move in the first couple minutes, and then we'll react to this news story instead of try to catch it ahead of it.
Yeah, on any dip, I'm looking at 355 here, just a bit of a round out than potential. Tried to do a break. It faked it out here in the morning at 355 and then bounced off that into some consolidation. It was $1 worth of consolidation, but you go back to the double bottom it made on the biggest drop that it had going into last week. This was the biggest move downside, the $10 one in the morning, and double bottom off of 355 before bouncing to the upside. And it ultimately came down. But I think that could be the first level I'm looking at on a dip. So if 358.50 goes, we get a bounce around this 355, then some confirmation of a low down there. I think that's where I try to jump into the long. I think Apple's one of those ones where every time I look back and when there's a dip in the morning, you're sort of kicking yourself if you don't look to see where that long might be. So whether it's 55 or look, if we ever get back down to 351, we're probably going to be buying down there anyways. That would be almost a $10 move at that point. So let's look for some dip buy opportunities in Apple, see what can happen for us.
All right, guys, let's have a look at the overall market here as we have just about 5 minutes to go, under 5 minutes to go. We'll bring in Arun and have a look at the futures. Busy afternoon yesterday. I want to mention, Arun, here we had that break higher in the futures right at the end of the day. We're coming in this morning kind of back into yesterday's range. What are you looking at?
Yeah, that move at the end of the day, that was interesting. I was in that trade for almost 3 hours and it went absolutely nowhere. So as I'm closing this trade out, you see the buy programs kicking in and just taking it up 10, 15 handles. Here's the thing though, as soon as we get through this 50 area, I'm seeing a ton of selling above 50 going all the way up to 70. So I've got levels up there at 30, 70. That's the top end I'm marking off. And on the buy side, as we come down to 30s, I'm going to expect some buying down here. This is the area where the buy programs did kick in. We'll see if they still exist in that area. So I've got 15 as a level on the downside. I got 70 on the top. And right now I'm not doing a whole lot, but this open's going to be interesting to see what kind of programs are going to be trading. It is the final day of the month. It is the final day of the quarter. So expect some volatility towards the end as well, possibly near the open too. So there's going to be a lot of money flowing in as the month comes to a close and the quarter is also done. So we'll see how this opens up. Right now, no trades at the moment, nothing setting up for me. But again, 15 on the bottom, 70 on the top, and we'll see how this one plays out.
Great stuff. Thanks so much, Arun. Once again, we'll jump into one more here, guys, that we didn't kind of include in that electric vehicle group, but IDeanomics, IDEX is definitely in that group. Another one to look at. Up again today, 5.25%. We're off the highs, though. This 230 high from yesterday already came into play. Kind of failed up there a couple of times. So just watching that 230 up to 240 area on IDEX right at the open, guys.
Yeah, Ideanomics is actually on my radar for the day today. Just sort of going back and looking at yesterday's top. 230 did hold rather nicely there, a bit of a pullback in the afternoon. We just tested and failed at that price. Again, worth noting, on the way back down last week, it was more like 240. There was a breakdown price after it took out 250. So the next day, you did have a bit of a top in the pre-market at 240. So I'd watch that level to see if it can hold as opposed to this sort of 235, which you might look at from yesterday's action. So, you can break out through long at 240, 250. Below there, I'm looking to be shorting IDEX. It's been on the comeback trail since that flush to 120, but I do remember all the money that was made shorting it after that 250 break, guys. So IDEX, also on our list today for names to watch. But we're also going to be watching in on ODP. We'll update you guys on anything that does happen with Office Depot. If you're just tuning in, do keep in mind it was a reverse split that was to happen after market. It opened up in the pre-market and people were trading it as if it had already happened. It got shorted and then halted. So, this price action, who knows? We'll start breaking trades. What is going to happen here? We'll try to give you an update when we know what's going to go on with ODP.
Just a quick look here at the imbalance locator, AT&T, WFC, Bank of America, Boeing. We talked about a lot of these stocks already. Uber's here on Postmates, I think, was a possible another buyout for them, considering they lost the Grubhub deal, so we'll check out Uber. Simon Property Group, SPG, that's a big runner today again, so this one up 4.5%, 8% there. They're a property management group, so obviously a COVID play there as well, little undercover COVID play, but 200,000 shares. Pretty good for them. So we'll watch SPG today on blast as well. But yeah, with only 30 seconds to go, let's get ready to hit some trades, guys. I'm looking at Micron as well to the upside. That's going to be probably the first one that we have a quick look at. BYFC maybe breaking down below $3 or above $3.40. That's a possibility as well. Carve on the lookout. And then our boy Nikola, NKLA, will be, whoa, it's a big move up there from that 66 bottom. Darn it. We talked about that being a bottom. Now we'll see what happens when it cracks through 68, guys.
Yeah, with just the countdown already starting, guys, INO down 15%. It's going to be short sell restricted. It's trying to get to that 26.50 mark is the low. But here comes, guys. It's a little bit late there, so let's drop that bell. Market is open right now. Let's get going, guys. We're already seeing Workhorse back to 17. Apple holding up. I wanted to see a dip opportunity in Apple. I didn't want to jump into this one right away. That's not the case. We're already bouncing to the upside in Apple, so we can probably throw out that initial dip buy opportunity that we're looking at over in Apple, but we're not necessarily done with that one, guys.
Yeah, we just took short BYFC right now. We're short right here at 97, so we'll wait to see how far this one goes down. But BYFC right now, short 97, and it's a quick 6-7 pennies right here to start the day. We're not out of it. I'm bidding in the 80s right now. So BYFC right now, we are short 97 as it just resists 92, 91 break there. So we'll wait to see if it breaks through 91, maybe more downside to come. But right now, your boy's got this one short 297 BYFC, guys.
And BLNK, this other gapper to the upside, looking like it's trying to take out its bottom at 560. 6 even is the level that I would be fading into. Just looking at this pre-market action, guys. There's the break now, so I'm gonna look to see if we can catch some on the way down. Just got 50s in on that break, so I'm gonna take this one south side. We'll see if we can catch any kind of pullback as well. 560, $6. That's the range that you're looking at to the upside. But there goes Workhorse. Watch out. That's down at $16. Just made a flush of a $1.40, $1.50 off the open. So Workhorse going downside. All I have on is BLNK to the short side at 550.
Yeah, right here, BYFC again, we take more shorts. So now we're just ringing this in and bang. Nice little win right here for BYFC. Nice trade happening for us right now. Well, let's light it up to start the day. Short 3, short again, 280. Let's go BYFC. Let's make this one rain. Down to the downside right now, BYFC. Nice little short here, 92s, guys. Just got hit at 81. Let's keep going downside. Big trade right now to start the day, BYFC. Let's go.
Just got that next quarter on BLNK. The only short I got on here is just that BLNK through 550. Took some out at the quarters. We're looking at 5 even as the next level. It was a $4 stock on Friday, guys. But I can tell you right now, we're in the money in that one. That's fine. Workhorse is absolute crazy action so far. You did see it go all the way with this failed break through the top and then coming right back in. So if it comes and tries to take it out a second time, that's when I'll actually get involved on that 18 little break. If you took the first one, you're probably regretting your life, right? Well, not regretting your life. You're regretting that decision. Let's look at that 1780 18 break the second time it happens and see if it can actually sustain a move.
And guys, what did I tell you about Apple? I said they're going to sell more phones than anyone can even think about. And look what Apple does right off the open. 359 right up to 362. So this name just keeps on going. Looking at a break of 362.75, which is all the way up here, guys. Yesterday, aftermarket high. Wow, we're already topping out right now. Let's take a 362 long period if we can get that 362 on Apple, guys.
Yeah, there goes Workhorse. It's the second time it's trying to take out this top. I'll dip into this one here through 1780. I'll add to it if I can get any kind of a pullback into about 17 quarter, and I'll see if we can't add to the position also on a break of 18 even. It's just one of those plays where we're going to stay net long. I was also looking at plug. We'll get to that one in just a quick second. Brendan, what do you got?
INO initial buying here, guys. $1.50 straight upside off the open there for INO. We were wondering if this might be more positive than negative. The other thing we didn't mention on this one, they were added to Project Warp Speed, which, I mean, how could we forget that? The U.S. government's project to help initiate vaccine work, guys.
Yeah, that guy I know for $30, guys.
Whoa. Big seller on Workhorse there at 18. I just saw, I want to quickly get the level 2 up for you guys if you want to see this. I did grab the initial break long, but look, you know what? I saw bigger than this. I'm only seeing 10, 20,000 shares. I saw a bigger order up there. It might be worthwhile tapping out of this one and waiting for an 18 break and digging in, or maybe just taking a little bit off in front of that 18 break, because that looks like a level that when that gets chewed through, be a much bigger sustainable move through that price. Either way, I just started the position at 85, so I'm going to hang on to what I have and see if we can't buy on the dip.
Yeah, you guys see this. We're out some 77s right now. We're exploding money, and bang! There it goes. Bye-bye. Home run time. BYFC, guys. Big time move here. This is already 10 plus, 15 plus % return on your money today. We short $3, then we short again $2.90 as described. So right now, a nice little win here on BYFC. So we're holding this one still at half, if not more, on this trade right now. We're going to get some more out. 51.50, looking at 51.75 here on Micron. 51.75. If Micron can take that out, we are going to go long. So it looks like that'll be happening very soon. Micron, look for a long side right now. BYFC, let's get some more out here at the bottom, guys. Nice trade on BYFC. Congratulations, anybody that has that. We are now long Micron. Let's see how high this one wants to go.
Yeah, watch out for Plug here, making its first bounce off of $8. I'm going to be shorting an $8 break into that 785 just after looking at it hold the first time. If it can't get above this, say, the 835, 840 range, we might short a pop as well in Plug. It looks like the first time we're actually seeing some of these names start to come in, and I want to be involved in some selling if we get the opportunity. I can tell you, despite the fact that I see some prints, Office Depot is not open yet, but one other name that we did want to quickly get you guys back to is our good friend Wells Fargo. I talked about liking to short into 26. You are getting the pop right now. It's only at 25.50. I am looking to see if we can hold the pre-market top first. But otherwise, it's the price at 26 I like fading off in front. I got the reload in Workhorse, so we did get an average price right here in the middle, just sort of buying this little dip in here, and then see if we take the top off at 18. Now, I want to take profit in front of 18 only because I saw a seller, but there's the seller right here. There's that level 2. I want to show you guys. If you just saw it there, it was way more than 100,000 shares. So I'm going to take some shares off in front of that. I'm still taking a break long on Workhorse at 18, though, so I'm adding to my position through there.
What's up, Brandon?
LCA, guys, one we were talking about yesterday, big gap to the upside. They picked up Golden Nugget Online Gaming, a little bit of a purchase yesterday for them. On the move here again, big time volume alert just came in from 16 all the way up to 17 already for LCA, guys.
All right.
Yeah, and there's that Workhorse. Like, we just got some out there at 88, and then what does it do? It just dips right back down. So I might take another shot at this on a pullback buy into like 30s or 40s, and then make another run at this 18. It's going to be a long ad only on dips or on a breakout. You don't really want to be touching it in the middle here, guys. Just too crazy action. So what I want to do here is dump the rest of my shares in front of 18 and then wait for the breakout or the pullback opportunity. Workhorse is going absolutely crazy right now, guys. So I'm going to get flat on it. We're going to break long at 18, and then we're going to try and pull back as well. Maybe get something in that 17-20 range like we did before. So scout 40, 50 cents. Wait for this breakout any second now.
Guys, I hope you guys saw that reload there at 51.60 on Micron. So we just took some out and then got some more out at 81 there off that break. So that's a nice little 20-cent pickup right there. That's why you're seeing my average price now down to 76. So nice little pickup of Micron down there at 60s. Now we're holding this position. So let's just keep going, guys. We got the doozies on right now. You want the winners? Here they are. Let's get this out. We're in the 90s right now on Micron. So nice little trade. Did we just get hit there? Yes, we did. So we just got hit there some at 91 right there. Good little trade for us on Micron right now. Long 51.76. Beautiful trade on that one. Oh yeah, and by the way, BYFC, there it is. We got it again. We're doing it every single day, guys. If you're watching me, here's another 40-cent winner, 20% return on BYFC right now as we are breaking the bottom. Let's wait to see what happens right now. Gets him out in front of 50. That's a bunched up zone right there. Oh, wow. Micron popping as well. It's a cowbell kind of day today, guys. We are just lighting this board up. Great trading today, and I have not even traded Workhorse, which is like my best stock. So we're going to get over to that in a minute. But bang! Bang! Micron chicken dinner. Winners for everybody. This is a monster 50-cent plus win right now on Micron. Ring the registers, guys. We're taking some out. Big trade there. 50 cents on Micron, 25 cents on BYFC. Hell yeah. Our day is here, guys. Let's go.
And here goes Workhorse. Broke that 18 guy eventually. Now looking to try another little dip buy opportunity. Look, I wanted pullbacks to 1720s. It doesn't even seem to want to give you that. So once again, Workhorse got to 1844. If it goes there again, I'll probably take some shares out. I got greedy thinking it was going to be a bigger break off that massive seller. But if we get through it again, certainly going to take some off at the quarter, take some off at the 50, and see if we can't ride that train to the upside. I want to get back to INO as we retake 18 on Workhorse. I have not made the execution yet in INO, but I'll tell you right now, it is looking like that 30 break we were talking about earlier might come into play any second now, guys. So watch for a 30 break on INO. It was a hard bottom off of 26. We were going short if it tried to break that down. It couldn't do that. Hard bottom. So watch out for 30 even on INO.
Yeah, guys, we're going to celebrate this. If you want these plays and you want to get these hot fired action, guys, follow me here on Twitter at TraderTVSean as we continue to rock and roll these markets every day. So watch me there. I'll be dropping my trades in there and just helping you guys out as much as we can. Micron to the upside, kaboom! That one, guys, our best out 19s. This is a 30, 40, 50 penny winner right now. What up, Brandon?
Big decliner here. OCX, guys, little cancer company, down 50%, got cut in half. 320 yesterday. We're down at 160. They had a late stage lung cancer treatment that failed, guys, in a late stage trial.
Late stage trial,
is
cancer
not good.
fail. That's not good. But guys, what is good? I mean, just check everything out on the bottom and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Micron now goes even higher up here. 52.25. We take some more longs here, guys. Let's start to get some out. Big time trade happening on Micro. Bang! Micron right there. Neil's wearing the shirt, but your boy's the one flossing today. Let's just keep it going to the upside, guys. Micron for the win. Big time trade happening here, guys.
Watch out for LCA, guys. We didn't mention this one. We should have Lancadia Holdings, of course, involved in this deal with a Golden Nugget. They've been gapping since yesterday. You are going to see a bit of a move to the upside. 17 even is going to be a big breakout price on this name. It's up 15%, but the bigger move was certainly yesterday. I want to get you guys back to BLNK because we are still involved in this name. We like this one short in front of the 6 break. We got some on the open. We've reloaded now on the way back up to 6 even. So my short price now 555. We'll take some out on the way down to 520 as well. So still working in BLNK to the downside as this one gave us a nice little re-entry here, guys.
I'm canceling my Apple trade here. We've already hit the long in the tech space with Micron, and that's been a doozy. So great little trade there. So we'll cancel out our Apple trade here at 362. Looks like it may, well, actually, I should probably still take this. 362 looking like a decent break here if it can happen on Apple, but it's just been bouncing around. This is what we're talking about right now on Apple, just very choppy to the upside. I was waiting for 362 to break. That did not happen, but give us another name, Brendan.
Another one in the electric vehicle space here, Solo, big move, another one that had a big move on Monday. We're back to the upside here. It actually gapped down this morning, but just breaking pre-market highs here for Solo. No news on this one either, guys.
All right.
We did have a halt on Carve, and it was a downside halt after breaking 15. So there was a bit of an opportunity on this break at the open. It's trying to get back to the upside after this halt and failing sort of miserably to do so. Watch out for a 12 even break to the downside, guys. I'm going to be looking at that as a short. If it gets back up to 15, maybe you can fade that one. But Carve now coming into the downside. Make sure you got those locates if you're trying to short this name. But I like this 12. It's already halted once. The floodgates could really open up if we break that level. You can see the two positions we got on, still working that Workhorse. We'll try to stay away from that pun, but I'm trying to get into this Carve if it breaks 12. Otherwise, 15 would be that second breakout price if you like the long.
Yeah, and we're dumping our Micron right here. You can see a nice little fade back in Micron. Big monster win, falling the hole the last couple shares there, but the big win is in on Micron. And we also have the big win here. We're going to be about the same profit spot here on both these names. BYFC, that's another play on that Carve. We talked about that in the pre-market. So BYFC now for your sweet short opportunity of the day here, shorting through $3 and cashing out your 20+%. I think we can get down here, guys, 250. That's where my bid is right now. Give us it, Brendan.
Chinese tech firm here, XLNX, huge move in the aftermarket yesterday, 91.5 up to 98.5. Just popping up on a volume scanner here as well. Multiple upgrades on this one today, guys. They increased their current quarter forecast. Couple of upgrades as well on XLNX, guys.
Yeah, just looking at Tesla here, as we get a reload in front of a buyer on Workhorse at 1750, I'm going to take that bit of a reload and take some out in front of 18 again and start working this trade as long as we keep bouncing that range. Under 1750, we're getting out of that one. Tesla, big bump. We missed this $20 move off to the open. Another major run in Tesla. I'm looking to see if we can retrace anywhere to the 16 to 20 range. I'll be involved in that long there, guys. INO is getting close to that little breakout opportunity that we're talking about at 30 even. It just tested a second time and failed. If it can't break through eventually, I'm going to start hunting the shorts. I was looking for a 26 break. If we fail here a third time, I'll certainly think about fading it. Otherwise, now going to look at a 28 even break downside or a 30 break long. So now my bracket's a little bit tighter on an INO. While Workhorse just bounces in a 50-cent range, I should start taking profit inside of it.
Okay, guys, here goes Apple right now to the upside, taking 362 out. So we'll wait to see what that one wants to do to the upside right there. Let's see if we can cash it out. And bang, there it is, a quick 50 cents for you in 1 minute. That's what you want. Look at this, 362 long. Bang, we're at 362.70. So there we go, guys. Hunting and finding this opportunity for, there's 75 cents for you. Merry Christmas, guys. Big time trades just continues to happen. There's Apple on the 362 break. And guess what? We got it. That's more chicken dinners for you guys. More winners, more fun. Let's just keep this party rocking and rolling right now, guys. It's been a big monster day. Here's 85 cents right away for you on Apple, Brendan.
Another one moving here, guys. Lululemon out aftermarket yesterday. They picked up in-home fitness company Mirror for $500 million, up 8% on that news. 304 here at the open. We're up to 318 for Lulu, guys.
Right.
IDEX is another name that we were watching all morning long, guys. I'm going to be looking to get into this puppy rather quickly here. It is 240 that I like. You saw a 235 break. What I mentioned to you was 240 when I looked at the daily, and 250 were more significant levels. That's why I need to see it break through there. You don't want this failed break at 235 when the key level, when you go to the higher time frame, was this 240 or earlier on last week. So that's why I had that price. That's why I'm not involved until we get there. I can tell you I'm all done with our good friend Workhorse. That break did not work out for us. Certainly if you scalp that one inside of the 50s to evens, you're looking pretty good. But watch out IDX through 240. Blink, we got the reload. I'm not taking anything off until we get at least 25 to 40 cents worth of a win on that $5 stock, guys. But IDEX 40s, not 35s to the long side for me.
And guys, this is just a savage move right here, guys. Cowbell winner to the upside right now. Apple, what a great move. We're going to tweet this out right now. 362 long. We waited patiently for that move. So we get that 362 move, and then now it blusts to the upside there. You could have taken $1.40 on that trade if you so wanted. Okay, the other move that we have on right now, obviously, is BYFC. I'm still waiting. What? We got as low as 58. You're not, again, my bid's at 58, and it didn't hit us. So we'll wait till that comes back down again. It's a little bit of bad luck right there. Other than that, man, we don't have much else on. We have Apple. That's a 90-cent winner right now. So no matter which way you carve that one, it's not carved, but we're feeling like Superman today because we have Micron. That's been a banger. We have Apple. We have BYFC. And just now, just noticing right now that NIO broke through 50. So I took 50 shares right here by accident, breaking through 53. I'm waiting for it to come back here, 48, 49, 50. Then we'll take our couple thousand, hopefully, in that 48, 49 range. It's down to 51 right now, so we're looking to reload here on NIO, guys.
Yeah, we just got the break in IDEX through 40, guys. Added a couple of times on that break through the top side. 250, it looks like it has a bit of a seller, so we can scalp in that range, load back in on any kind of a pullback, just sort of play around with the breakout range of 235 to 250. And when 250 goes, we want to be adding, not necessarily subtracting to any position that we have to the long side. So add Ideanomics right back to the long side, guys. Tesla also continuing its move right now through fresh highs. I mean, I literally just mentioned I wanted the pullback, and it did not give you anything, guys. Talking about 1,035 next level to the upside in quarters would be your next chance to get in on this one. Tesla off to the races, and that also means plug, which I was looking for the downside play in through $8. I don't love it as much with the relative strength in the space. But it is giving me this little entry here, so I'm going to take a shot at plug. It seems like it's the weakest name overall, so if you're going to be fading one of them, it seems like it's got to be plug. Here's that $8 right here, right now.
Yeah, we'll watch Plug. We're also watching INO. That's been a good one for us today.
It's close to that 30 again.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that 30 to break. So we're just getting out of some right now. BYFC, that should be a good name for us. It has been so far today, but INO, yeah, still waiting for that 30 break. Workhorse, no problem. Dr. William there thanking you, Neil. So you've been thanked by the doctor. So there we go. Nice little trade there. BYFC coming back down, getting filled at 76. Nice trade on that name. So we'll just keep rocking and rolling to the downside here. I'm still waiting for some 50s to come through on this name, guys. BYFC to the downside.
It's the weirdest thing to me, but ODP is not trading despite everything that I'm seeing. I'm seeing ticks, I'm seeing prints coming off on ARCA, but it's still halted. I'm still wondering what's going to be going on with that one. Brennan, what do you got?
Another one that kind of came back to life a little bit yesterday, guys. Waiter Holdings up 13% again today. Just popped up on a volume scanner there. $3 just got taken out. Huge volume spike for WTRH, guys.
All right. Apple right here, guys. Like I said, feeling savage on that one. It goes all the way to 363.30. So a nice little $1.30 scalp. We're out here for 50 cents, then we're out for $1. Now it's coming back down. Watch out, these futures trying to crack back. We'll get out of this one if it does break back down below 362. That's kind of the way I trade right now, but we are holding a third, not the 10%. So we thought maybe these futures wanted to continue to run up, and they may just do that. We're going to put another out up here, 363.30 or so for Apple. See if we can't take that out. About 25, 23, 24. We'll get out just shy of that 25 spot. But right now, Apple's rocking and rolling. I told you guys about WFC, and then I didn't think that this was a negative piece really at all. And then so now you're seeing WFC just kind of fading around. Obviously, it's still relatively negative against the market. But look at this move up. I told you guys not to short this stock today, and there it is. Nice move upside. Hopefully, no one got burned trying to play that 25, but it didn't break. So all good on that front. BYFC heading back down to the south side. Let's see if I get picked up here in the 50s, guys.
Yeah, here comes Plug to the downside, but Blink, whether you want to call it Blink or not, BLNK breaking through 6. That's going to be a bit of a break to the long side on that name. So a look out, but Plug about to take the low. I do have the short here at 8. I did take some off in front of the low of the day. I'm going to be adding to the position at a 785 break. It really does feel like Plug, of all of these names, is the one that you can actually short on the day today. So you're going to see me add to the position right here on the break. Did we get the? Yeah, we got the execution on the 85 break. So we take some in front of 8. We add to the position, we get out in front of the low of the day, we add to the position on the break. I'm just going to continue to short this name as Blink now heads to the upside. INO. Look, we said what we're going to do in INO, and that's if it failed another time at $30, we're going to go to the short side. It hasn't retested it just yet. This little wick didn't get you through. I've got my stop order ready to go long, so it looks like it's only going to be the long play on INO on a 30 break. That 28 also looks like it's going to be a convincing level to me, so watch out on INO. We got some shares out of IDEX in front of 250. Now it's giving us a pullback into that 235, so we'll add back into this one in front of 235 on IDEX. You guys, if you love that position board, thanks to the production crew for getting to us. We don't have to flash the board like we usually do. We're hoping INO is going to pop in here at $30. That's the one I've been waiting for this breakout all morning long.
What's up, B?
Seeing a couple of these Chinese-based education software companies popping up here again this morning. GSX, the leader right now, 4% to the upside. Went from 59 up to about 60.75, guys. Elevated volume on these this group as a whole today.
So Office Depot is now open. It looks like we just gapped down to 240. It closed at 226. We're basically coming all the way back to the previous price, which you would expect. I would actually tend to think, look, they're doing a reverse split. That's going to be negative for a lot of people here. So I'm looking for places to short it. Forget about all of these levels here, all of this printing that happened while the market was, while it was closed. I tend to have to throw that out the window. Not going to be very, very important for us, guys. Also, you're going to have to look at the previous day's history, guys. You're going to think about some of the levels you would have seen from yesterday. There was a pivot through about $1.90 to $1.80. Those would be levels on the way down. If it breaks the previous close at 225, 226, I'll be shorting that price on Office Depot.
Guys, yeah, Uber, getting some requests for that. So we'll do our little Uber thing again. I really got to fix this board, and it's my fault. I keep saying we're going to do it. But here we go. We'll take a ride on Uber right now. So our Uber short right now is 45. So it's right here. It's at $30.45. We're only going to give this one right back to here, guys, $30.60. So Uber will average into it, but we are starting to build the short. Right now, you guys can see the positions on the bottom. It's been a big day, needless to say. Here's a 90, and bang, there it is. We take breakout Apple. Look at this, bang, 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 bang. Beautiful trade there on Apple. Yeah, we're skating and we're skating pretty hard here today. Nice little win there on Apple. That's $1.20 or so to that upside. You can see we've just been ringing it in today, needless to say, on all of these names. Here's BYFC, guys. Short here at 3. You can't see it, but it's another short in here at 290 off that break and straight down to the downside. So yeah, guys, big time trades. We will look at VXRT, but right now your boy's just trying to make money on all these different names that we have, including Microsoft looking to get back through $200. Big time move happening there for Microsoft from 197 all the way back up. We'll take a look at that one, guys.
So I know you mentioned WSC. I hope everyone tunes in at 9 o'clock for the takes on these names here. You know, talking about this name, we said 26 was a huge level. I know a certain friend of ours behind us was talking about that yesterday. I looked at it and liked it at the same thing. And look at that reversal through 26. So if you shorted in front of it, fantastic. There's your morning. Watch out. If they take out 26 on Wells Fargo, that's going to be a break all day, every day. I can tell you INO has not broken. IDEX has not given the reload. So it's basically flat on that name right now. IBIO, however, if you can short this one in front of 25, that was a level in the pre-market. It's looking like it wants to hold below that. It is going to be short sell restricted. So if you like IBIO to the south side, you can only take it on the uptick. Breakdowns can be hard to get. Brennan, what do you got?
So there was the CARV, there was the BYFC. This is the other one in that group, guys. LMFA from a week or so ago. Back to the upside today with the rest of this group still coming back in pretty hard. Got rejected up there at 165, higher than normal volume on this one as well, guys.
Guys, this is why, man. I mean, please, guys, follow me if you can on Twitter. Just tweeting this out right now. Let's see, we have 3,700 followers. We'll see if we get to 4,000. But look at this, guys. Today, you want the big cap names? Apple's been destroyed. Microns, we crushed Micron. And here's BYFC, another destruction. Short here at 3, then short here at 290. And guess where we just got hit out, guys? At that level that we called, $2.50. This is a 50-cent win on a $3 name. So there you have it. Nice little win here on BYFC. Just comes crashing down. That's the big winner that all of you guys are looking for. Look at NIO right now, guys. $7.62. Long, $7.53. Like we said, we took little shares there, got some more on the reload. $7.53 up to $7.64 right now. This is once again a 10-cent winner on this name. 40 cents right now on BYFC. 10 cents on NIO, that's not that great. And then Uber right now, out of the money 10 cents. Looking to average in on that stock. We'll average in right now, then we'll get out at $30.60. But let's get out of some of these trades. It's been a big time winning day for me. We're dropping down the money, and yeah, we did it again. It's always nice when you hit your goal.
And guys, Nikola got crushed off of the open, guys. So downside action, $3 move on Nikola to the downside. It's bounced twice off 64.50. Double bottom put in. So if you're bullish on Nikola, let's see if it can run off this double bottom. You've seen this happen before. 65.40, 65.50 on a retake. Use that low of day as you're out on Nikola. So first time it's giving you a chance to get back in on a dip. Brennan, what do you got?
A little clean energy company here, Bloom Energy, popping up 20%, just running into $10 even here. This is $10. Big time volume behind this move. They're teaming up with Samsung's industrial division, which is Samsung Heavy Industries, to develop fuel cell powered ships, guys. So Bloom Energy, BE, big mover today.
All right.
BE going to get added to the list, guys. I want to get you guys over to Carve for a quick second here. This obviously has been one that we were looking at the open. We know it's going to be. We knew it was going to be in play. We like the south side trade. Missed the break to the downside. You're going to have to try and catch this on the way back up as opposed to catching breakdowns. It's very, very thinly traded. Liquidity not fantastic. So you're crossing 30, 40 cents instead of 10, 20, which you might think on a $10 name. So watch out, Carve. The next level down, when it gets to $8, that's a bit of a base of operations for any buying on CARV. Until it gets there, I'm only thinking short.
Okay, guys, here goes Uber. We just reload that price there at 56. We didn't get our full load there. That would have been better. I don't know. We used ARCA, but we didn't get it. Guys, today's been a perfect day for me. Apple, that's... Wow, Apple to the moon right now. Apple exploding. Hopefully you guys held this. 362 long. Greg, I know you hold that Apple long there. We talked about that today as well. And then NIO right now, that's a 15 cent. What have we touched today that hasn't been complete gold, guys? BYFC, that's the biggest trade of the day. Micron, this trade has just been monstrous to the upside there. NIO, the other stock I've traded. And then, oh yeah, by the way, Uber, crashing down now as well. It's Cowbell Central, guys. Hit the money. End of the month. What a great way to end off this month, guys, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5 today, guys. That's not a horrible day at all.
Yeah, watch out here. I'm watching our ODP. 240 looks like it's a bit of a selling in there, and 240 to 250. Also going to look at Nikola for potential short through 64.50. The only thing I was talking about was a long on the double bottom bounce play, but I do think there's going to be an opportunity for us to play that short break as well. So going to see if we can get those locates for a break down on Nikola. There is a bit of runway to the downside, so you get to this sort of 62, 63 area bottom. Couple of bucks there worth it for you if you grab those little shorts. But I'm now taking Office Depot to the short side. Of course, remember they had that halt on the entirely botched, reverse split there, that 10-1 that didn't happen, but is happening after market today.
Yeah, ODP. I knew that was happening after market, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, that's embarrassing for whoever traded that. But okay, right here now, Uber's coming to the downside again. We'll just watch this thing fall. You can see the numbers and the destruction that's been happening today. We've already hit our goal for the day, and so that's been great. And it's only 10 o'clock just right now, so that's been a fantastic day. All of the stocks that I have on board right now just rocking and rolling. We actually could have destroyed Apple even way more than that. We gave you this 362 call. That's why you want to join us early, guys. I talked about 362 when it was down here, 361 and change. We just needed to get through a lot of this garbage and then head northbound on that one. NIO out here at 66. It gets as high as 68. We'll wait to see if we can't cash in on that one as well. That's long, 753. And again, guys, just off the break, right? I mean, NIO right here breaks through 750, comes all the way from $7 today, been strong the last couple of days, and then today we get the continuation upside. Look, sometimes trading, I'm not going to say it's easy, but with the way I've been trading lately, it sure feels like that. So let's try to find some more winners for you guys here as we continue to go. NVIDIA, Micron, we'll look at that one. Maybe AMD moving around as our favorite semiconductor space is always wild. I actually bought some of this in my own account the other day. So wow, nice to see this up 4%. Looks like Micron and AMD, especially AMD, looking to take out the top here, guys.
And don't remember, there's two ways to play INO. We are looking at a 30 break, but if it takes out 28, we're going to go short that too. It's trying to break through. It's the more it resists this price, kind of the more that I'm going to end up liking this in INO on the 30 long break. But you got to add this 28 to your mix. If you have the shorts, of course, in INO, make sure you do that. Plug's working its way back in there, so we reloaded in front of 8 even. It gave you the pullback. You take it, and then you work some out near that low of the day, 775. But it's already 10 o'clock. That means it's time for Happening Now.
Hey guys, yeah, number just came out there. June consumer confidence in the U.S. 98.1 versus 91 expected. So that should do something to the futures. Let's see. We are still pretty muted on the session overall. Back into positive territory here. We saw at the start of the show, all of these were negative. So 0.23% to the upside now for the S&P. The Dow 0.24% to the downside. Look at the tech stocks though. NASDAQ leading once again to the upside, about 0.7% already. Into positive territory. So a nice look for tech stocks. The Russell basically break even at this point. Here in Toronto, the TSX to the downside today, 0.3%. I'll show you why in a second. The BOVESPA down in Brazil, 0.8% to the downside, also in negative territory. Energy stocks under pressure in both Toronto and Brazil today. Here's Cineplex, theater operator here in this country, to the downside after earnings, 16.5%. Monster volume behind this. Went from $9 here all the way down to 740. Bit of a bounce right now, but Cineplex in trouble, obviously. Airlines as well to the downside today. Air Canada here, a bit of a grind. It hasn't really been a flush or very violent, but bit of a grind to the downside for Air Canada shares. The other one, yeah, energy stocks really, really negative. 23.15 here at the open for Suncor, all the way down to 22.30, kind of consolidating at day lows at the moment. Energy stocks, some of the banks as well, under pressure right across the board. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, guys.
So it's a bit of a mess, guys. I want to try to show you ODP, but I cannot show you a chart. It is ridiculous. You're seeing all kinds of deep print wicks that are going to skew this thing. So looking at the level 2, we shorted in front of 240. We talked about the level and the seller that we saw up there. Just working this short, 226 was the previous close. We're going to add if it ever breaks that price to the downside. But unfortunately, I can't show you this one on the chart. We're short in the money. We're adding on a 25 break. We're going to be shorting in front of 240 for the time being. Hopefully, your charts are looking a little bit better than mine. But I got the level 2 access, so So I can see the prints as they're coming in on ODP. So we're short in the money on that one. And Plug as well. Like I said, we're going to work out of the short in Plug. We're shorting every single pop into 8. And then we're taking some out in front of that 775 low as you see here. And then just sort of rinse and repeat, holding on to this as we see this is the negative stock when it comes to that space. It's certainly looking like the weakest, and we're taking advantage right now.
Okay, guys, let's talk shop here a little bit. Nikola long right now, 65.50. That's instantly 25 cents in the money, so that's a nice one. Also, Uber, guys, check out this reload up here. $30.56. We take that short, and then look where we get out. 43, 42, 40. So a nice little trade there on Uber. So right now, guys, we are short Uber, 54s. That's 7 pennies in the money. We are long Nikola right now. That's 25 cents in the money. We are long NIO right now. That's 9 cents in the money. And BYFC, we are short that one. That's 44 cents in the money. Check the position board at the bottom, and you will see exactly what we're talking about. And then you will realize that it's just one of these kind of cowbell days as BYFC comes to the downside even more. 50-cent winner on a $2.80 name. That ain't bad. Look at Uber, guys. Back down in the money. That's 10 cents as well. And by the way, Nikola looking like it wants to break, but holding up here at 70. So we're going to wait to see on this one. Maybe we take it out for 20 pennies. I don't know. Let's just wait to see here what Nikola wants to do. I'm sitting up here near 66. Here we go. Nice little break. Let's just hope to see that Nikola can go up. Right now, it's a 15, 20-cent spread right now. But your boys got this one on for another 30-penny winner. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not chasing Nikola. I liked it through that break. My stop didn't hit it, but I'm just going to leave my order there for the pullback, certainly. So I hope you guys like that call. It's still going to be a short if it ever takes out 64.50, but it's only below the low of day. No fades on that trade for me. Brendan, what do you got?
ATHE, guys, the winner of the relative volume contest for today. Huge relative volume. You can see this thing barely trades on a given day. FDA saying they're going to meet with a company to help them further develop a leukemia treatment that they're working on. Came up slightly below expectations as far as the trial was concerned, but ATHE coming back to the downside, guys.
All right, guys.
That just halted as you were talking, Brendan. I don't see any, it just happened here. Look, limit up, limit down. So it just came off and halted to the downside after it flushed at $1.60. That's not even a big move. They really got to do something about these rules. The stock gaps up from 58 cents and goes to like $2. Yeah, I understand percentage-wise this is a big little flush here, but come on, give me a break. It's going to halt multiple times if you're halting every time you have a little 20-cent move like this. I'm looking for a break of $1.20 at any point. We're shorting that price. I'll also short in front of a 160 when this does open up in 4 or 5 minutes.
Guys, join the roller coaster. Let me lead you to the promised land. And there we go. Yeah, there we go there. Nice job, guys. Everybody on board. Look at Nikola right now. We take some out 80s there for that 30 cents. You can see that little spot right there. Now we're up to a 45-cent win on that one. So we hit this one and we go bang. And we see what happens. An explosion of cash today, guys. Everything working out, man. BYFC. Oh, that's Fannie Mae. That's not BYFC. BYFC down here, 237 and still tanking down. That's a 53-cent winner we have on board. NIO's come back to life a little bit, so nice little cash out right there. So we will say NIO no longer going through the roof, but that's okay. We've got that trade on board. And then that's about it right now. Oh, yeah, Uber right now. We just did take that out again. Bang, bang, bang. So Uber's been a very profitable trade for us as well. Look, it may be an early fruit salad time today because obvious, I don't even have it with me, but the way the day is going, guys, it has been a monster for us. We just keep these wins going. It's always nice when you can hit your goal, and it was before 10 o'clock, but now it's 10:06. So watch out for Uber coming back to the upside here. We're going to get light on this one right now. Get out if it breaks through 30.60, but it's a big win for us today on Uber, guys.
Seller here at $11 on Carve. If it breaks, I'm going long. I like $11.50, probably a little bit better as a breakout price, but when I see an iceberg order at that 11 that just got taken out, we'll jump into the long off of that first. First stop, $11.50. Second stop, this $12 range that you saw here. You're using this 10 even as a base. It's managed to hold it for now and rounded off this little bottom. So Carve possibly headed back way up here. It's off $6. Lots of room to fill some of this back in. Brendan, what do you got?
14% upside yesterday, guys, for Boeing. 6% downside today. The certification flights continuing. They also said Norwegian Airlines canceled a bunch of orders for that 737 MAX jet, guys.
Yeah, that's not a good sign here. Here goes Uber to the upside right now, so we're going to get out of that one. Nice little win for us, but yeah, it's breaking through now. I'm wondering if Uber may even be a long near these levels right here. So let's look to get out of this one. Like we said, we were going to get out of it. Unfortunately, I put some bids in the 50s, but it did run away. So Uber's not going to be a losing stock for us, but this is a position that we're holding that is currently losing right now. What up, Miss V?
Hey Sean, and hello traders, and welcome everyone who joined us for the first time. Guys, subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. Also, our next educational video about charting time frames will be available for you, so stay tuned. I'll be sending the link on the chat. And of course, please hit the thumbs up, like this video, and support. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
So we waited patiently for that Nikola. We like that rounding out bottom. We like the bracket order through 50s, 65.50, and then downside. If we miss it on the first stop, you just pull back and get the exact same price here that we wanted initially. So we get 65.40s. What it allows me to kind of do here is take some out in front of 66, and then wait for a 66 even break to take you back towards some of those highs. So, unlike Workhorse, we're going to take advantage of an inside range potentially and get some out above VWAP, and then look to play any kind of a pullback in. Carve, we're going to be adding in front of that $10 range, guys, and we still have some plug. I'm going to be adding to this position every time we get up to, there we go, chart finally loads. Every time we get in front of that $8, you'll see me dip into some more shares like I just added on the pullback, and then we'll take some out on the way down. So this is how we like to play these downside trends. Add, and then take off at the bottom. Once we get to 780, we'll look to take more profit on this name here. So PLUG, it's flat on the day, but it's come off now about 10%. So big movement to the downside in this electric car space. Looks like it's the weak one, guys.
Guys, I know you're asking me to look at Carve, so I'll do it. Okay, guys, Carve right now. We have BYFC with a 50-cent win. We've already talked about that over and over again, and that's been an absolutely fantastic stock for us. But look, no surprise here, man. We talked about it in the pre-market. This stock coming back down to life here today. Look, big story. I love what Netflix did. We talked about that. I think Facebook should do a very similar thing there with supporting the community. And you could see down here, $15 right now. Carve breaks and then heads downside. That's such an easy trade, guys. Carve to the short side. It's actually easier than BYFC, but we were stuck in BYFC. Not stuck. I mean, it's my largest stock of the day. So hide your wife, hide your kids. If you're shorter today, it's been a good stock. But right now, I would honestly think that this move may be a little bit over with now. I'm almost looking for an 11.25 or so break to the upside now on Carve. It just may be overdone right now to the downside. So let's wait to see Carve maybe 11.30 or so back to the upside. I'll take a long if it gets there, guys.
Yeah, I'm basically already fading into that play and like that long as a break as well. I also want to get you guys over to another name here. Like I took that trade in Nikola and then just mentioned should take some profit out in the scalp. Got a little bit too greedy here. Could have taken it out at 80s, but you are seeing it slide back in here, guys. So watch out. If 65, 15 to 20 can't hold, that's not going to be a kill spot for me. I like the low of the day much, much better. I think you can certainly hold that price for the time being. ODP is still in the money for us, but I'm going to start working out of this position as it's basically rounding into a 10-cent range, so I might scalp the middle of it between 40s and 30s. I still love a 225 break. To the south side, we're definitely going to have that on Office Depot, but it's time to get to Brendan at the big board. We got some upgrades and downgrades.
Hey guys, yeah, let's get a couple more symbols to have a look at so far this morning. Upgrades on this side, downgrades over on this side. Not a lot that is exciting here. EQT, the big winner so far, 4% to the upside. I'll show you Crocs in a second. Apollo BioNTech, that's or BioNTech, however you want to say it, leading to the downside as far as downgrades go. Holly Frontier as well to the downside. Let's have a look at Crocs, a name we don't really look at a lot on the show, but yeah, up today, 2.25%. Nice move yesterday as well. Trending move up towards $35, gapping higher around 36 today. Having trouble right now with 36. If you're looking for something to maybe take a stab on the short side, have a look at Crocs. BNTX, BioNTech to the downside today, 1.3%. Nice flush off the open, which I saw that through that low was a great trade down to 62. Back into kind of the middle of the range though, guys. That's upgrades and downgrades for the day. Back to you.
As we stepped into luck in here finally, so shout out to Mr. Mendel's neighborhood over there at OTC Markets. So we are long right now 71 on Luckin. We're just waiting here on 74 to get hit. And there we go. So a nice little 3-penny winner again. Not only do we trade all the markets, but we go over and destroy the pink sheets again. So nice little 3 pennies. Not destroyed it, not many shares, but 71 up to 74. Don't forget about Luckin Coffee today, guys. If you are trading that one, good trade for that name. BYFC down to the day's low. I'm going to get out if we get back above this little wick here. So $2.63 on the upside of BYFC, guys. Make sure that, you know, if you want some of these hot trades, follow me on Twitter, guys. 3730. Oh, I also have Instagram. Put some funny things up there yesterday. Also putting up quotes, man. This is one of my favorite ones here. Everyone has a plan until you get hit squarely in the mouth. So punch in the mouth by Mike Tyson. This is like BYFC. This is me and bang it right there. So we hit that in the face today. But follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and we'll build that trading community like we want to do. Also available, of course, Trader TV Live both ways as well. 264 coming out here on BYFC, guys.
Couple of pullbacks here. ATHE through 120. VXRT. I do have this one and a stop order to go short if it ever breaks that 780 mark. So VXRT, I know some people were asking, at least somebody was asking about shorting on there. Joey G, did you get the pop long? Yeah, I mean, 850 for me, it's going to be a potential breakout price, especially if it consolidates and holds that 80 level. I'm only shorting below this price. I think you need to see the sellers come into this one a little more heavily here. They're holding the volume, which is fantastic. So a 780 break to the downside I like. I'm now hunting at 850 along on that one. We do still have Nikola that has pulled back. It is so far it's holding. It's holding up at this 65.20 that we're looking at here once my charts load. It's making sure it tries to hold this bottom, but I do think it's going to be a short for me through a 64.50 break. So as much as I like the bullish play here on the pullback, which is what we started, I'm not adding to this position unless it bounces back into the 65.50 range, and then we can maybe dip into some more while also watching that 66 break to the long side. So I'm maintaining the long. I'm only thinking short if it ever breaks the low of the day, however. Looks like ATHE, we don't have any shares available, unfortunately. Thankfully, we do have Office Depot shares short. And again, apologies to that chart. It's absolute garbage there. We shorted in front of 240. You saw that at 237. I said add on the break of 225. It is now trading down at 225 right now. So I just added to my position and now have a 27.5 average price on Office Depot. Every time we show it to you, I'm going to have to show you the level 2 because my chart is not going to tell you any kind of a story.
Yeah, we're just trying to scalp in and out here of Luckin Coffee. Now it's up to 77 here. So now 78, 79. Luckin Coffee just keeps on moving to the upside right now. So yeah, we should have probably held on a little bit to that name as it looks like it wants to break through 80. I thought we went over to the pink sheets here. Not that it matters, but I thought we went over here at about $1.40, $1.41. So if you're a Luckin Coffee holder right now, yeah, nice little move since moving over to those pink sheets. Okay, Carve. There's the long we're talking about. We are now long 1140 there. The spread obviously quite large. I wanted an 1130 break, so we paid 10 cents up for that one. Let's see what Carve now.
Yeah, let's get going. We're gonna be at 60 cents in the money on Carve, and when it breaks 50, that's when I'll start taking profit off. 1091 average price. We talked about the rounding out bottom at 10, so gotta break 1150 or it's not worth it. This stock came from 15 bucks. Brendan, what do you got?
Relative volume here on U1 as well. I mean, we should have looked at this at the beginning, but U1 also, guys, 15% on the day, just breaking back to the downside. $20 here acting as support, but got all the way to $25.50 in the pre-market, guys.
Yeah, and there goes Carve. So the first leg for me, like I mentioned, going to be out after the 50 break. I'm just sitting above this price to see if it can sustain above. Next level up after that's going to be a target in front of 13 even. If it breaks both of those levels, I'll try to hang on to some of those shares to see if it retraces the high. Obviously, you've seen what can happen to these stocks, you know, day 1, day 2, day 3. Certainly U1 had a lot of sustainability to the long side. As much as some of these moves don't make sense. From a fundamental standpoint, you got to be able to play the price action, and that buyer at $10 holding up rather nicely for a couple of buy-ins there in front of that. Once it made that base, you had to wait for that support to kick in on Carve.
Let's wait to see here what does happen with Luckin right now. Heading back to the downside, we are not short. We're trying to get short. right now on this name. So we'll wait to see if we are able to. But right now, Luckin heading a little bit southbound right there. There we go. We take the short now at 77. Let's see if we can't get some out, maybe 75-ish, and drop that down for a quick little 2-penny win there on Luckin. Again, just about scalping this one. So long at 70, out at 74, short up, long again, short. Now we go short. Let's see if we can't get some 75s now. Actually, I'll cancel this one. Let's hold for a little bit more. Let's see if we get mid 70s, like 73-ish here would be a nice little 4-penny win on Luckin again. So we've been running this stock. So today we're running Apple, BYFC. That's a 33-penny winner. It almost gets us out, guys. It goes all the way to 264. We're waiting for 265. So that's a little lucky there. The only position we have on that right now is not a problem, but a loser is Nikola. That's why we capture that profit right there for that quick 40 cents. Now we'll wait to see what Nikola wants to do more. I'm going to get some more down here, guys. 64, 60, 64, 70. Nikola, let's go.
Yeah, watch out for IDEX. We're going to be out of this one if it breaks 2.25. Going to see a bit of a buyer here that we'll just take a stab at in front of. I want to get to Beyond Meat that we somehow managed to not talk about. It's flat on the day, but massive breakout to the upside. It's now forming a bit of a bottom at that pre-market low at 132. Higher low put in. Breakout through 133.60 on Beyond Meat. If it takes that price, we're going long. Brendan, what do you got?
Another one here, Conagra Brands, earnings name, guys. They reported aftermarket yesterday. Earnings were pretty good, benefiting from what they're calling eating at home. A lot of people staying at home, eating more. So Conagra Brands, food name, up 3.6% today, guys.
And here we go, guys. We're smashing it again. It's like it's a carnival today. It's funny. You swing that mallet, and then all of a sudden money comes. And look at Luckin Coffee, guys. Short. These purples are shorts, right? Short 78, short 79, short 77, short 75. And look where we're cashing out, guys, now. 70s. It's at the 70 mark right now. We just took some out at 71. Now we come crashing down. And man, oh man, we are not caught with our pants down today. Not at all. This is a big win here on Luckin. A big win. Look at this. Come down now, Luckin. Big time winner, guys, here. I mean, I don't know. Market be falling? I don't know. But right here, this market sure is falling as Luckin cashing it in for your boy again. So here we go, guys. I mean, it's day after day. It's the same thing. We know why you're tuning in. Here are the winners, guys. Let's just keep this boat rolling for you. Wow.
Yeah, just someone was asking INO. Only going short side through 28 was the level that we're talking about, guys. It was a 30 long break, 28, which is coming into play here. So I am going to be short when we do break that price. But until we go lower, I don't want to be caught in the middle of this range around VWAP, guys. We're just basically looking to bracket this trade here. Until the ODP continues to head to the south side, I don't have a target until we get to about $2 at this point. And then we reloaded at 25. We'll see if we can't get that 10%. You've already gotten half that if you shorted in front of 240. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you the chart, but believe me when I tell you it's an absolute mess trying to get it to you. IDEX is trying to hold up here. I just got some shares in front of 225. We got a couple times, one time in front of 235, another time in front of 225. If it breaks that order, we're looking to only be short. We're going to get out of this one to the short side. We reversed on plug. After being initially a good short for us, our last reload on PLUG, so this reload here at 93, 94, we're taking out, and now we're reversed long at 8 even. So you grab these shorts on the way down at 8, you take them out at low a day. Yeah, we got bottom wick, fair enough, but it was only a 25-cent win. Now we're looking to go long and plug with the market and these names bouncing a little bit plug, looking like it wants to continue. Target's going to be 8.25, 8.30. That was this opening range top here. Was actually 8.35 particularly. So watch out for plug. We're now on the long side of this trade.
Okay, guys, and we're going to tweet this Luckin trade out as well. It's been a big trade for us. Go short, go long, get out. Big time money maker out today. BYFC, everything moving for us. IFC, everything moving for us. NION, everything. Let's go to Brendan at the big screen right now for small cap recap. Let's go.
Hey guys, yeah, we'll have a look at some small cap names that we're moving around so far today. This one we talked about in the pre-market a little bit. IDEX, a bit of a chop fest on this one. A little bit to the downside, back to the upside. Now we're right back down again. I mentioned this high from yesterday, 230 up to about 240, an area rejected here in the pre-market initially at 230, depending on where you caught this. Give you a little tiny scalp opportunity in front of $2, and then a long kind of scalp opportunity as we broke the high. So opportunities both short and and long on IDEX so far. BLNK, just trying this one below 6, needs to stay below 6. A little bit of relative weakness on BLNK compared to the rest of the group. So gapping up with the group this morning. Held 6 here in the pre-market, back below it. Now we're consolidating here. So just trying this one below $6 to the downside. The other one, INO, I really wanted this to stay below this 27.75, 28 area. A couple of days here it was support. So we got below it in the pre-market and then right back above it. So let's see, we get back below that 28 area. Should be a decent move for INO, guys.
So we continue to slide southbound on ODP, but Carve, talk about pigs getting slaughtered. I should be flossing off this long position because I mentioned 1150 break, takes them out on that support, takes them out on that little break as momentum and people get stopped out. It goes up 10 cents, rubs off my order, and then turns right back around. Good news is we're holding 10 so far, so I'm able to reload at an even better price. Bad news is that little downtrend, we're still sitting in the bottom of the channel in Carve. And if 10 breaks, I mean, give me a break. That actually could be another short for us here. But I'm watching VXRT. It's about to take out that 850 to the long side, guys. So my hands are going to be glued to the 850 break. I only like the shorts below 780, so I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pull fading in front of this 850 top. I'm taking long break on VXRT any second now. Not a huge seller there, but obviously you saw that opening range top already. Let's see if we can't break through VXRT.
Guys, we've had enough of this now on Tesla. I mean, those of you guys watching this name, wow, we just go long 1,044. This is huge. I'm super happy because for me, I took this long, thankfully, $400 in March. So yeah, good trade here. Moving to the upside. Tesla just keeps on going. It broke through this level. Now we're long, guys, 1,044.25. Nice little trade. Goes into the money instantly, about $1. Let's wait to see what more upside this one has. We're waiting here just above this number, so we'll wait to see if we get a little bit of a pop to get out of some, and then we'll hold the rest. But Tesla, guys, wow, what a machine today. This stock, needless to say, moving upside and in a hurry, guys. Tesla on the march today. I don't know. I mean, I know it's their 10-year anniversary, but what a way to celebrate and reward shareholders. Wow, big move here for Tesla, guys.
Yeah, and INO takes the bottom out. So as much as I loved hunting for that 30 even break to the top side, I'll still like it. But we're going to jump into the short when it takes out the bottom. So we have half and half, shorts and longs. As VXRT is not yet broken 850, someone asked, how do we have an 850 top when it's 847? Look, I'm not going to go long on a break at a non-even price. It's just 47. I'm going to round that to 50. More stops are at that price. That's why I'm waiting for this level here where there's liquidity at 850. Let them put up a battle, and when the battle's lost for the sellers, we're going long here on VXRT.
Guys, the party continues, and it's over here. Explode the money again, guys. Look where we're long, 1,044. Tesla up to 1,047. So a quick little $3 winner. We take out $1.50 here at 1,045.80 was our out right there. So right now we are long. That was $1.60 in the money. We are long Tesla right now, $1.50 in the money, and still moving upside. This is all-time highs right now. I guess that little tweet that he had, funding secured 420. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but whoever secured that obviously got ripped off because look at this. We are at 1,047 right now. This is a $4 winner. So I know Neil is wearing the floss shirt, but this is a flossing kind of day if you're on this team. We just continue to rip it up. I know there's been a lot of movements today, guys. We also averaged into our Nikola trade as promised, so we'll wait to see that one taking off. But there goes Tesla again, and I'm glad we didn't stop when we hit our target because right now, guys, it's just one of these kind of days, catapulting ourselves. We are now double our daily net goal. So there you go, guys. Just keep it going to the upside. I hope you enjoy yourself. This is how we do today. Apple win, BYFC win, Carve, Luckin, you know how big that's been. Micron, Nio, Nikola, Tesla, and Uber, all floss central now, guys. Big time trading happening. Let's go, Brendan.
A couple of people talking about this one earlier, guys. Vaxart, VXRT just breaking through day highs once again. 850 was the top. Just took that out on a volume spike. Gapped up yesterday, if you remember, on news, their vaccine or vaccine candidate was being added to Project Warp Speed as well, but just faded that move all day long back to the downside. So maybe some attention for VXRT, guys.
Yeah, we already talked about that breakthrough 850. I did take the first leg out. It just broke to 865. 69 is as high as it got. Someone asked him for a target. Look up to yesterday's price action. Afternoon, it spent the entire day below that $9 after about 11 o'clock. So that's the first level I'm looking at, but it's got to take out this 870 first. If you're looking for a pullback trade now that you've taken some profit, I'm watching this little pivot at about 820. So if it tries to shake me out, that's where I'm going to be jumping back into the long. I like these little wicks to the downside. It shakes out some of these long traders, and then you can get a nice price back in here, guys. So I'm looking at this one here. VXRT, we're already in on the break. We already took some profit off, and now we're looking to see if we can buy a little bit on the little dip to the downside. One other one that we had a break on was Plug. It's giving you the same setup in PLUG that we just saw on the break at $8 on VXRT at 850. $8, you're seeing it at Plug. It broke 8. We got out here in front of that 815. Now it's coming right back in, giving you another shot at that same long. So what am I going to do? We're going to reload on Plug as well, guys. So loading on VXRT and Plug.
And guys, we're going to kick our feet up here again. It's been such a successful day. We're just going to watch this. And bye-bye, Tesla. So Tesla going to the upside right now. This is a $5 winner. We don't have anything on board right now. Well, we have it on board, but we're going to get out if it breaks down through here. 42s on the downside. But look, guys, nice little water bottle. Sometimes it's time just to chill out, relax, take a drink here. We're going to wait to see. We re-upped in Nikola. We still got BYFC. That's a 65-cent win. NIO's in the money right now, and Tesla pulling back a little bit. Let's get some out if it gets to 49 again and see what happens at 1,050. But right now, Tesla, guys, we should probably ring this register. And it's coming back down just a little bit. We're only $2.50 in the money. Ho-hum, everything's been working out for us today, guys. This is the kind of day that you are looking for from us. Let's go.
Yeah, watch out for Plug. We just got some more shares on that bid at 8 even. We also dipped into some VXRT. It's back below 820, guys. So you're getting a pullback in VXRT right now, a deep, deep one. I'm looking at $8 as the next level to see if we can hold it. If it can't hold that, you're going to see me dip out of a bunch of these shares and look for a better opportunity to reload. Plug, I like this one to about 780. We thought this one was going to be relatively weak, but it did give you that nice little turn, guys. So I want to see if we can actually hold on to this 780 level after we've broken VWAP here. But if my initial read was to the short side on Plug. If we're back below 780, I'm going to have to reiterate that read. VXRT is going to blow out through the downside, though. So you did have an opportunity on this name on the break. But it doesn't look like it wants to hold very much. So we reload at 40s, and we're going to jump out of here. If we can't hold 8 even, I'm out of this trade. And below 780, that was a short before. After a failed break at 750, 850, it's definitely going to be a short again on VXRT. So watch out for that one. We'll maintain the long through 8. 780 is going to be that short play. If it comes back to the upside, you can maybe think about reloading on the way back through 40s and 50s on VXRT. But other than that, guys, I do like the pullback a little bit on Nikola. I haven't jumped in front because I want to test a low of day. And of course, I'm still short in INO and ODP. I can't show you the Office Depot chart because every single minute looks like it has a 30-40 cent range, even though it doesn't, guys. So we are in the money on that one. We're staying short, net short on ODP until it breaks about $2, and then we'll maybe get out of all of it and look for a new trade there, guys. But VXRT trying to form a little bit of a base here. I lighten the load. We'll jump back into some shares if it breaks 840. But this one, pullback opportunity. It looks like I just started it a bit too early.
Guys, yeah, Will, feet up for a good day. I'd say so. Today's day has been a monster. Look where we just get out there on Tesla. This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about, guys. Long here at 44, out at 46, then out just before 48, like we promised there. Nice little out, 47.83. So that was a $3.50 winner. So we take $1.31 on the first, then a $4 win or whatever I just said there on the last bit. Now we'll wait for 1,050 to crack here. So the only problem that we have right now is Nikola. We are long again right here. We did go long and out right there. So I see some people talking about, Sean, which position does he have on Nikola? But that's fine. I'm giving it to you right now, guys. We are long Nikola. It should show that at the bottom. Long Nikola, 65.19. So yeah, it's right here. We already took that 40-cent win. We'll wait to see if it can get back up here. kind of want it to break above here. That only gives us, that's flat actually, back to 65.25. So let's see if we can't pick it up again here. 65.75. BYFC, we still have that short. This is near the low of the day. And you can see right now BYFC shorting through 3, shorting again. And now you're going to see some downside movement here on BYFC. This call, guys, was a fantastic one. I hope you had this with me. I think Neil had this as well as Carve has been a good one for both of us.
Carve needs to hold $10.
Actually, Carve was bad for me.
I think you got to short this 10 if it breaks. I did like the bounce play. I had a good opportunity to take a big win there. Unfortunately, I stared the gift horse in the mouth like a fool. INO, I liked it to the long side. We are short in INO here. You're going to see very, very slow action here to the downside, but the short is still good. It seems like it wants to run. I've now given a little bit of a reload on that VXRT. I think I was too early on the initial bounce play. It's trying to consolidate here above that $8. So I'm going to work this trade in the 30s. See if we can't retake the highs, but I think below 8 even, you're probably looking to get out. 780, you're probably looking to be short. That's where I'm doing it anyway. So VXRT, long right now, 780 is going to be the short price. 8 area is going to be your stop. INO, I've taken no profit like I mentioned. It's a very, very slow trade here. I'm not looking to take anything till it gets down to 27. That'll be about a 60-cent win. Then we're looking at that low of day at 26. And I'm going to short the break if it ever breaks the low. But certainly I want to have everything out of this short in front of that. So there's the move on INO. Like I said, 50 to 70 cents on the first leg. You're looking $1.50 on the second half, and then a short break at 26. SSR, short sell restricted, so it could be tricky to get that 26 break. Might have to wait for a pullback in the event that we do miss it, but we didn't miss the first breakdown. I don't think we'll miss the second one.
No, let's not do that. We don't want to miss any of these breakdowns, guys, on some of these stocks, especially one that can move like our friend INO. BYFC, we definitely did not miss that one. That party's been a good one for us. Nikola, that's the other name. Really, this is the only name that we're questioning right now. We're going to wait to see if that one wants to move to the upside. Tesla, that name's been destroyed. Uber, not really moving, guys. We did get out. This is basically a flat stock for us. It does come all the way up to 30.80 again. We'll wait to see. Would have liked to do better on Uber, but this is the stock I meant to hit. Nikola, we did average back in down here. So right now, our average price in between these two, so 65.20 right now on this name. That's all that we have on right now. I did want to check back on Tesla. Good out for me there. Basically the out of the day. So we'll hit Street Fighter Perfect. Let me know which guy you use, which character, I guess my kid calls them, that you would use there, which fighter, I guess, on Street Fighter. I would use Ryu there. So if you guys want to, if you're ever in the Toronto area, let me know, and we will do. Oh, tomorrow, guys, we are on, but tomorrow is Canada Day, so maybe we'll do something relatively Canadian tomorrow. I'll see if I can wear a red shirt. I don't know if I have any, but we will probably do that tomorrow, Canada Day. Then we are off on Friday to celebrate July 4th. Of course, we here in Canada will trade with you as long as American markets are open, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the rejected on Carve. We had the bounce. We didn't take profit. It breaks 10 even, so I'm flushing myself down the toilet for that trade. Metaphorically, I'd hit the key if I had it up. We hit the rejected. That's sloppy action. You got to take some of the profit out in front of 11.50, which was the plan, like we mentioned. Now you're getting the break at 10 even. It's not actually continuing the move right now, so I'm going to look to see how much it's going to cost us to short this name. We picked a couple of other ones to pay for shorts. I think we'll try to do Carve now that it seems like it's clearly headed to the downside. Brandon, what do you got for us, bud?
Another one from the pre-market here. Polar Power, 105% to the upside now. Just took out day highs and immediately got rejected back to the downside. So $3 could be a problem here. Volume spike for Polar Power. They updated their current forecast or current quarter forecast to the upside as well, guys.
Polar Power? Okay, yeah, that's a new name for us. So we'll check here. Luckin Coffee, I just want to give that a quick look again. Looks like we're trying to make a little bit of a top here on Luckin, so we'll see if we can't go short 84s right now. We did not get it, but we'll wait to see if we can. Sometimes hard to get shares here, but be patient. You will get them. I mean, not all the time, but we'll wait to see if we can't get some 84s here. Looks like it's rejecting this move. There we go. We got them short, so we got 84s now out of the short side on Luckin. So again, check out your broker. We use Day Trade the World, our #1 sponsor here today. As well, Lewis Daniels, guys, big sponsor for us coming out here, and we're happy to invite the guest of the day, each guest of the day during the month of July, we'll get a Lewis Daniels watch. So we're really happy for that sponsor. But check out daytradetheworld.com for our lead sponsor. And I mean, we have shorts on Luckin, so that's just part of coming out and being part of a big team here at Day Trade the World and some of the best brokers in the world, guys.
Yeah, and this Nikola here, I mean, I should be reloading. We've now made another bottom here. So we took the one dip buy, and I've been patiently waiting to see if we test that low. We've now tested 64.50, still going short on a 64.50 break, but now you get some consolidation. I think this is a decent opportunity to dig into the position a little bit more. We take some out on a VWAP break and then maintain some of the target in front of 66 and then see if we have some further upside. But this is the consolidation I was kind of hoping for to see in Nikola. It's a similar thing to Carve, not Carve, I should say VXRT. VXRT is doing this at the top, Nikola doing it in the bottom end of the range. So I'm going to look to see it's cheap. Relatively cheap. It's not that bad on Carve. 27 cents a share. We're going to look to pay to be able to go short. It is a $10 break that we're talking about on Carve. We did miss that trade to the long side, unfortunately for you guys. But I said to take profits. It didn't do it. And we always say one thing. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. If you don't follow your trade plan, you're not going to have a heck of a lot of success there, guys. I want to get back over to our, I did mention LCA here for you guys. I was looking at a 17 break. It never made that move. It retested all the way to the low of day. I'm going to be hesitant to jump into the short side of this trade. Of course, they had that action with Golden Nugget. That's a bit of a bullish play. So I'm looking to see if it can't hold the low and then see if we can't buy this one. We've seen this kind of a play be bullish for days. This is day number 2 for LCA.
And guys, here we go again. We did it again. If you don't like chicken, close your eyes because it's a chicken dinner winner again for your boy here on Luckin Coffee. I mean, look at this stock. Just drop. Look where we shorted this stock, guys. Luckin Coffee, we give this to you at 184. It's at 177 now, guys. Big trade here on Luckin Coffee, and we did it again. So let's hit the fireworks. This has been my best day in a while. Luckin Coffee heading southbound. Congratulations, anybody on these stocks today. What a big move here. Nice little 7-cent win on this name. We're really super happy with that one. Luckin Coffee for the win. What up, B?
Another one to look at here, guys. HIMX on the NASDAQ just popping up on a volume scanner. You can see a big volume spike coming in at day highs there. They make circuit boards for semiconductors. So nice look to the upside today. They had a new product launch. Guys.
So I just got that reload. Of course, we were just talking about it in Nikola here. We got some in this consolidation at 65. The first dip was at 65.40. Just to reiterate our position here, we're going to hold this one to low of day. I like the reversal short on Nikola. We have the shorts available, so we're able to go into those. Look, we're trading here at a prop firm, Day Trade the World, so sometimes we're going to have access to locates. I know not everybody can, certainly. So if you can't short in Nikola, then if I was long, I would just be getting out at 64.50. There's been all kinds of opportunities to buy this one on dips. As a day trader, I'm just going to play the price action here, and below that price, we're looking to be short, holding long right now. First target VWAP 65.50, next target 65.80 in front of 66. Once we get that break, I'd look to be an adder at 66 even on this position. We do also still have that INO short. It basically bounced right off of my order here at 27.30. I'm still maintaining that I want about 60-70 cents on the first leg. If we can hold VWAP, maybe I'll take some more shares to the short side on the way back in, guys. But for now, I'm holding this little short. I want the retest of the low of day on INO. And at some point today, if we ever make a bottom, I'm still looking at that 30 break. You know, I've seen this happen time and time again. Boeing yesterday, 185 in the afternoon. You can see INO, maybe it'll break 30 in the afternoon. You want those breaks when they happen, even if it's at lunchtime, even if it's at 1:30. I'm looking at 30 even, regardless of how this short works out. I like the 30 even break all day long on INO.
Okay, yeah, we'll get you one of those, guys. Follow us all on Twitter, on whatever you want, Instagram and everything. I'm looking at VXRT here, guys. I know we've talked about that. Hard for me to ignore it now. 30+ million shares. So let's look at VRXT. Okay, so it's bumped up here to $8.50 a couple times here today. It missed it last time, came to 45. So I'm going to wait for a break of 50. Although, like if you want to get really picky here, you do have 8.47 7 right there on VXRT to be specific, but we'll wait for 850 on VRXT. But other than that, man, everything is rocking and rolling. You know I've been a Nicholas supporter, so we're going to wait for that one. Let me just check Workhorse before we go to Brendan. Real, wow, okay, real quickly, still up that 22%. I sort of thought this one would fade through. No trades on this for me today, but today my net, the day's been sort of going to the moon for us here, as it's been a good day. Futures not really doing anything kind of as expected here for the last day of the month, so let's just see some profit taking. I'm going to clean up my stop orders, but we are waiting for VXRT. Other than that, I don't have much else going on. This just fell, so maybe that's a sign. There's Freddie Flamingo from my daughter, so we'll see if Freddie Flamingo can give some good trades there. What up, Freddie?
And what up?
I'll be Freddie for now. How about that? We'll jump into the S&P 500, guys. About 0.5% now to the upside, 0.46% into positive territory. Let's figure out why. I'm going to start with why we're not higher, in fact, and that's this group right here. Consumer discretionaries back to the downside today. All of the cruise lines right down here in this corner leading the services group into negative territory, 3.5 to 4% to the downside. Durables as well. All the airlines are Under Armour there as well. You're going to find in negative territory. The airlines were here. I just lost them. Oh, they're over on this side. Or that's Boeing. Yeah, let's go to industrials here. Boeing leading the way to the downside, 6% into negative territory. 14% to the upside yesterday, 6% to the downside today. So here we go. Here's the airlines. UAL and Love to the downside, 2.5%, 3%. AAL right there in Dow as well, about 2% in negative territory. So that all combined offsetting some of the positivity coming from the tech sector. So XLNX, 7.3%. There's Micron, 6.25%. LRCX, AMD catching Micron positivity today as well, 4% for AMD, AMAT as well, 3%. So tech stocks leading to the upside, but this group here, along with industrials, offsetting some of that positivity. Over on the far corner here, CAG, 4.8%. That was that earnings play, obviously, in positive territory. But Coty, COTY, we talked about the Kim Kardashian deal yesterday, back to the downside today. So up huge. I think it was 11, 12% yesterday, 6% to the downside today for Coty. Energy stocks down here also in negative territory with oil. That means we are positive, but only 0.45%. Guys, back over to you.
Another test of 850 again on VXRT, and you're seeing it have a seller or iceberg one more time. So, you know, I see it there. I'm going to take some shares off, lighten the load as we take it out in front of 850. My price there was a 39. You're going to see my price basically still the same at that 839 reload that we got. If it can't break through 50, you know, certainly I've had a stop at 8. I do really think we're going to have to tighten it up a little bit as you're seeing this little, you know, sort of a wedge being formed in VXRT. And a lot of times I'll be testing a short when I do see this. So for me, that means lightening the load on that long trade as well. If you wanted to add through 850, not a bad idea. I want to see it take out the high of day. So once we break 850, I've taken off what I want to take out. And then next stop would be taking off a few shares in front of 870, literally. And then if we want to hold through the other half of our position, that'll be through an 870 break. And from there, we mentioned earlier when someone asked a question, apologies for not getting the name, but it's going to be $9 is our target on VXRT. So you're seeing it move to the upside. You know, we took an early pullback and had to take this one off. That was a horrible trade there. We jump back in at a better price with a better stop, and let's see if we can't run this one to that 870 and then to $9 on VXRT. Now in the money for us, guys.
Yeah, we would love that too. We just took some 51s there, out some 60s, and now let's see how far that beauty wants to run. I'm with you on that one, Neil. So let's hopefully that one keeps going to the upside for me as well on that name. So VXRT in the money. And guess what? We did it here on Nikola again, guys. So we talk about that, then bang, bang, bang. Now we average in. I'm looking to get out right now, 65.70 or so on Nikola. So let's see if that one wants to run for us a little bit in the money. That would be nice if that could happen. So right now, Nikola, we're going to park an order right here, right in the middle, and nothing, just kind of random upside here. 65.64. Let's do that. Let's just put an order right there, see if we can't get some out on Nikola to the top side, but glad that one appears to be working for us right now. Everything we have right now is in the money. BYFC, we're short on that one. That's 48 cents in the money. Luckin, we're very, very small. We're waiting to get out at 80. Nothing happening there. NIO Oil, we're 2 cents in the money. That was not doing much. Nikola, we just talked about that one. And then VXRT does come back through. So we still are long that 50. Looking to get out right now, though, guys.
Absolutely. And guys, one thing that we always try to do here is I'm letting you know the mistake I made execution-wise in VXRT. Yeah, a bit of a win as it comes back in on the pullback, but you always got to learn. You always got to do better. And one thing we try to do is give you look at what we think is important. We've done a video on charting time frames. We're dropping it today. So if you're interested to see the difference between 1, 3, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, daily charts, we talk all about it. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comment section. Tweet at all of us if you want to. Drop them in the chat here. We look to make sure we get these bigger and better for you every single time around. But we need your feedback to do that. Otherwise, we're sort of flying blind. So give us that feedback. We're craving it. VXRT, like I just mentioned here, another try at that 850 mark. So we take some shares out. We'll want to take some out in front of 870 if it tested again. But you're seeing these pullback opportunities. What you want to be doing is playing the pullbacks on the trend. I think you're looking at about 825, 830 this time. I'm going to move my stop from 8 even to about that 810, 815. If it ever breaks this trend to the downside, I'm going to be looking to short this name. So I don't want to be caught in the long and that cloud my judgment when it comes to taking a short trade, guys. So Brendan, what do you have for us? VXRT, here comes the bounce play.
VAR or VRAY, I'll get it right here. View Ray to the upside today, guys. 15% move here. Huge volume spike at the open there as well to boost this a little bit more. They updated a trial on a radiation sickness treatment that they're working on. Seems to be positive. That was a little bit earlier in the month. A little bit of follow through possibly here for VRAY, guys.
All right, yeah, VRAY. We'll look at that. VRAY. Nice little name here too. Okay, 1.5 million shares. So hasn't even really picked up yet on volume, but you do see a big order parked right here. That's probably a tradable opportunity there. Thank you, Brendan, for that name. Breaks through 236, guys. 235. Let's take a long 236 and see if we can't get some momentum northbound. I do like that call. Thank you for that one, Brendan. Upside right now. Breaking through 236. Let's try it. V-Ray. We'll put it in stop order because we've got to get back to some of our other positions here, including Nikola, right back to that level here. I said we put
I'm hitting the roller coaster for you on Nikola because that's what it's been. But yeah, working back to the upside, Sean.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to wait here in the 60s now, only 10 cents away for yet again another big win for us on Nikola. So that's going to be a good win for us coming up. VXRT, I'm still, I don't know what to do here. I thought 850 would break. It didn't. So we've just been making a mess here a little bit, getting in and only in, and then just now getting some out in the 40s here, as it doesn't look like it wants to go. Our first outs in the 60s. So profitable stock so far, but we are taking hits now in the 40s as I'm not sure it wants to break back upside. We'll hold it now until it breaks 8. We are light though. We're less than half of our initial position, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, I'm going to give you, I'm not going to hit the floss. I'm trying to do this. And you can see the t-shirt. If you guys like the merchandise, you know where you can get it. We've talked about it. I actually still am waiting for that Brendan goat shirt. We know we like it and we love it. And I want to show you the mug, even though mine is empty here. Certainly, look, you can always check it out. If you have any ideas on what would be merchandise that you're interested in that we don't have, hey, give us a shout and let us know. I want to update you on my plan for Nikola here. I did take one leg out, so that frees me up to take some more shares on a dip. If we form a tight little wedge around VWAP here, I want to see if we can get more shares long around 65 in front of the low of the day. If low of day breaks, I'm still going short. We paid for the privilege to do that. So if 64.50 goes, you'll see me dip into a short trade. Otherwise, looking for a pullback buy in front of 65. I still like to break at 66 long, so I will take profit in front of that price and then get back in on a break, freeing me up to buy dips and then buy that breakout. Inside of the range, I'm only buying the 65 low and breaking out of the 66 high. So that one's in the money for us. INO is just not going anywhere, guys. So, I mean, I would love to be updating you, telling you how great this one has been. It was a nice little 50-cent win if you took it. I did not. I'm looking to see if we can hold below VWAP before I added anything to this position, and I still love a 30 break on that name. I did reload some shares in VXRT like we just said we would, so I did just add on this little dip at about 8.39. That was our average price before. So I'm not going to change my price here, but I'm looking to dip buy and then continue to sell it in front of these highs. And once we break the high, you want to make sure you're holding on to some shares. Although if you're going to be taking the breakout at 870, which is the high of day, you can always take your position off if you have direct market access, take advantage of that profit, get back in. That allows you to more aggressively dip buy. There's lots of ways you can play it. I'm kind of playing both ends of it, both buying the dips and taking it out in front, and I'll probably add a little bit here on an 870 break. So, I like the trend that we're seeing. If it takes the top off, ooh-wee. I think 9 even is going to be coming into play in VXRT here, guys.
Ooh-wee, yeah, what's up with that? We love that call. I would love for that to keep going upside there on this call, VXRT. So we'll wait to see here. Looks like it wants to break 50 again. What is this top? I know Neil just talked about it, 70. So, okay, maybe we'll go long a little bit more there at 70 if we're lucky enough to be able to get that fill. Okay, we'll wait to see here, guys. But Nikola right now trying, man. It's trying. I'm in the 60s, so that would be nice if we could get that name to go. So Nikola in the 60s, we'll take that for a big trade. NIO just bouncing here. I'm still thinking we can break through 60. I think we'll add to this NIO position on a break through 60 for sure. So that'll be a good little trade there. Hopefully we can get that, get some out at 59s, and then add through 60. So NIO right now, nice little long from here still, 750. We are going to give this back probably till about right here, 735, 734, but decent trade, looking like it wants to be a decent trade on that name. There goes VXRT breaking through 850 again. So let's see if it wants to stop this time again at 860. So hopefully not. We'll continue this move upside now through 870 VRXT. Let's see if this one can be a winner. But Nikola, here we go. I thought it was going to hit. All that's happened is the spread eased up there. So we break through there. Then I'm pretty sure we'll get our 60s. So let's go over to Brendan with Money Talks, guys. Big time.
Hey, let's jump into currency world, guys. We'll have a look at what is going on as far as Forex is concerned. Today we had that consumer confidence number that came out in the U.S., causing a little bit of relative weakness when it comes to the U.S. dollar. So a lot of these going to be in positive territory today, including our Canadian dollar here, 73.3 today, up about 0.2%. The euro, though, to the downside. Consumer confidence over in Europe, not as good today, 112.25 for the euro. British pound to the upside, 0.5%. Japanese yen and Swiss franc both kind of offsetting each other today. Moved down in the Swiss franc 0.4%. Japanese yen was actually higher than that earlier, but coming back in a little bit. Both Australia and New Zealand moving higher today on, again, the U.S. dollar weakness. Not a lot going on in crypto land. Once again, we were talking about 9,000 for Bitcoin earlier yesterday, but back to 91.65, basically break even on the day. Same with Ethereum at this point. Guys, pretty muted session so far in currency land. Back over to you.
Someone just asked about plug. I still have some of my position on this little pullback. I did take a bunch off in the consolidation, looking to see if we rounded back into the short below 780. Now that we're holding it, I'm still going to say I'm long in front of that 790, 785 area if we can hold this bottom. I just didn't want as much commitment to this long trade because you need to break through this high. I did take profit the first time, and then we took the hit. So you end up flat on the long trades after winning on the short. 815 looks like it's a potential breakout price. I want some on board if we break there. I also want to be adding to the position if we break. If we start consolidating above this VWAP, I want to see if we can't build along as well in front of that same 790. So I'm not done with plug by any stretch of the imagination. The short was just a great trade for us that I was looking to continue, but the strength has definitely come in here. So I am still long in plug. You can fortunately see our position board on the bottom there. I also still have some ODP to the short side, and I would love to be showing you guys this trade a little bit more accurately, to be honest with you, but it's just hard to it's hard to look at this chart. And unfortunately, with all these little wicks here, you have these crazy wicks because of this botched reverse split. So it's really trading in a 20-cent range, but all these wicks up to like $15, $18 are really mucking up this chart. So what I can tell you is I was shorting on this name at 237. I was shorting a 225 break. I've been adding to it on the way down towards $2. So it's been in the money and making money the entire way down. I just can't show you on the chart because it looks like an absolute mess. So the long in Nikola's working. I've taken some off. Next leg will be in front of 66. And then, of course, VXRT, we still have that reload that we took. It's still forming this nice little wedge, guys. That 870 break is looking hella good. But if you're already in the long, I would certainly take some profit in front of it. You don't want to get caught. If it fails to break at 870 at this time of day, you can see one of those big time down wicks like the first time where I got in way too early. So watch out for one of those if we fail at 870. That's why you see my orders here to take some shares out in front of that 870 price. I'm long here at 839, guys.
Oh my God, Eric. Oh my God, Eric. Brendan, salute to Brendan. I give you that one. V-Ray. Oh my God, I forgot to put the order out, Eric. So there you go. V-Ray, 235 break. We gave that to you. Oh my God, guys. It's because I don't have my fruit salad here, but no, that's not why. Darn it, that would have been a good trade there. Even if you take 1,000 shares, it's 50, 40 bucks, 50 bucks right now. So missed opportunity there. V-Ray, tough one to swallow there. But thanks for bringing that up, Eric. And it just goes to show you that when Brendan comes with something, guys, not all the time, let's not say it's too much, but Brendan definitely earning the GOAT status today. Great call there, Brendan. 236, we talked about that. Simply rewind the show a little bit. Thank you for bringing that up, Eric. But yes, we did miss out on that one. But what we did not miss out on, and again, guys, we will just fall the money down here. It's been that kind of a day for me. We have no LFT. We're at our highest spot today. Look at this Nikola out, guys. This is what I told you. It's actually 66 I was waiting at. So we get out there. I think it was 66 or 65. I think it looks like 65, sorry. Nikola comes all the way up there. I talked about getting out there at a random price in the 60s. So there it is. Comes all the way up. I think we could have got 70s, but there it is. Nice little out on Nikola. So we flashed that off. There we go, Valeria. Yeah, I know, Superman. But here we go up to the upside there. Nikola just keeps on raining in for us. So that's been a big trade. I'm upset about V-Ray there, Eric. But glad that you guys have it. And once again, that was a big call there. So good on anybody that has that one. We're going to get out some NIO. It doesn't look like it's going to go through 760 yet today, guys.
And I'm just going to say that it was on purpose. I got the Wu-Tang on the brain. That's why we're saying ODB. You know who that is. But of course, we're talking about Office Depot. That is ODP. I also want to, I mentioned plug. We still have a piece of this long trade. I'm resisting the temptation to add unless it retests this sort of 790 area or breaks through VWAP, guys. So I'm going to try to be patient with this. I do still have a bit of a long right now. So at this time of day, I think you want to make sure you get the prices you like and the price action that you want as opposed to chasing it. So I'm not going to add at 801. I'm going to wait till it holds above 805, 806. It makes a run at 815 where I also like to add to this position. So plug is working for us, fair enough, but I'm not going to add to it just yet. I want to get you guys over to a good friend of ours, and that's usually been INO to the long side. I am still in this short position. It's sideways action on INO right now. I like a 30 break, but at this point, it looks like it wants to make a run VWAP again. Maybe 29 is going to give you a break as well. I'm going to be adding to this one on my short if it takes out this little sideways range, 27.75. So if it breaks the bottom, that's going to be my way to add. And I can also tell you that back to the upside is that VXRT above 850. I will still be taking profit on this 839 long, some of it in front of that 870, guys. I think the way this wedge is forming, you got to take some profit in case it flushes hard back down to that 820 range.
Yeah, I'm debating that right now. I mean, we're in the money 10 pennies, but we're watching this go to the upside right now, 65, 66. Good little trade here. Yes, we are logged 13 pennies in the money. So 13 pennies in the money VXRT, guys. 65 pennies, 70 pennies in the money Nikola as well. NIO. 10 cents in the money on NIO. And BYFC, 51 cents in the money. So right now, everything working out for us. It's been a big day. Needless to say, I don't need to tell you that. You just have to watch and follow what we're doing, guys. Follow us all on Twitter, on Instagram as well. I'm trying to get up to 600 followers. So follow me on Instagram right now, 564, 35 away. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button.
Sean, there goes to the moon. VXRT through 870. So I've taken off what we wanted to take off in front of that price, and now we're looking to hold. We gave a $9 target on this one. We had some dip buys, and we made a mucking of the first dip buy in too early. You got to wait for it to round up and then buy this little trend here. I was selling this little buy. Now we got back in a couple of times, and we're going to run this one towards the top. 875 holds above. I think you're looking at taking profit all the way to that 9 even. So VXRT continues to run, but it's also time to throw to Valeria. It's 11 o'clock, European update.
Hi guys, welcome to the European update. Europe mostly in a negative territory today. Germany is up just a little bit at 0.21%. Britain is down 1.21%. France is down 0.72%. Spain is down 0.01%, and Russia is down 0.48%. UK home builder Redrow fell almost 6% today after announcing that it's going to shrink its London business and warned about a drop in sales. That's all with Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
Continuing this little trend on VXRT and relieving this pressure on that break of 870 as I'm taking shares out on the way up here. I'm still hanging on to about 40% of the position. We mentioned, of course, I wanted half through that break of 870. That's what we have on, and then we took a little bit more out. And all I'm going to do is, I don't know necessarily if it's going to go all the way to 9 even. You did see it hold this at this time of day yesterday. It was about this 9 even area we started sliding off from. So I'm just going to be taking profit on the way through. There's nothing obvious in terms of hard levels to the upside until you get to 950 and 10. So you want to make sure you have some on board. But this is a party that finally is going to get going. And you see a trend like this, yes. Should we have been buying the dips at 8? Yeah, we missed that one, but we got the break initially. We got the pullbacks here, and now you're having this party to the upside where I'm just going to be continually taking shares out in front of 9 even. I'll probably have 10% left on a 9 break. That's going to be all. We just talked about some of those levels there. But in case it does make a run to that $9.50, $10 mark in the afternoon, I do want some exposure on VRXT to continue that through the upside. But you're going to see me slide out of some shares here. 888, so 50-cent win we got on right now on VXRT. I can tell you our other name, Nikola, to the long side. I don't know, we'll go with Catapult because it hasn't been used today. Nikola just took out these shares here for a quick reload at 65 and then out at 65.80, so 80-cent win on that trade. I'm still buying dips on Nikola into 65. I'm still breaking long at 66, and I want everything out now in front of that 66 area. So I have an order here at 90s. We'll take the rest of these shares out of Nikola. So good little bounce play here on Nikola for us, but I like the 66 break as well. We'll continue the long trend if we can get it.
Yeah, Nikola, guys, we've been hammering that one all day, talking about Nikola and how much we've liked that long. We had it early at 10 o'clock, and then a nice little reload there, so now we'll watch that move to the upside. VXRT, yeah, 88's nice trade there, all the way to the upside, so we're getting out of some of that right now. VXRT, just another one that we've crushed today. Like I've said, guys, we're at our highest spot today. Only 3 positions on. You can see them now. Let me make sure that board is right. Yeah, Nikola, yeah, there it is. You saw all those trades right there. Let's get out of some VXRT as it looks like it's fading back in right now, but we did get our fruit salad. Oh, coming up, guys, I want to do this quickly before we do anything. Coming up right now, charting time frames, guys. You can see Brendan there pointing at what we're talking about. Daily charts, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. Neil, myself, and Brendan talk everything charting time frames coming up in about 55 minutes or so.
Before we do it to Brendan, Marcus, you're the man, VXRT. Someone asked to see it. Give me the side shot, Rob, so you can see the floss shirt. I'm not going to floss VXRT. I'm going to show you the shirt right here. This is what it's all about. You got to get the floss shirt. I can't do the dance for you. If I could, I would. That's all Valeria for you guys. But VXRT to the upside, I'm going to continue to take some shares out. Nikola just broke through 66. So I mentioned we had a 2-pronged trade there. It was getting out in front of 66 even. It also meant going long on the break. Now I'm going to do this because I anticipated some resistance at this price to buy a dip. I still want to do that, but if it wants to just run to 67 right away, I got no problem with that. Brendan, what do you got?
We were talking about this one a little bit earlier. XLNX, positive news aftermarket yesterday, guys, really struggling with this 99 even here. Tight consolidation. There's still decent volume. They've tried a few times to get this thing above 99 even, but it's right back down again. So possible break either direction coming for XLNX, guys.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, this has been a month for me here today. Nikola, guys, what a great trading month it's been today. And guys, this is why we tweet this stuff out, so you guys can sort of see ins and outs and where we got in and where we got out. So you could definitely see that. But man, it's been quite a month here. Nikola holding long and holding strong. So there we go. So we'll tweet this out, guys. Follow me here on Twitter. We'll see if we get to 4,000. But there it is. We circle that up, upside on Nikola. Let's go, as well as Pink Sheet talk today as well. Nikola, right now though, guys, $1.25 now in the money. We are long right here, 64.80. This day just keeps on getting bigger and badder. VXRT up to $9. So here's a 40-cent win for us on this name as well. Should have took more shares here at that 850 break. That was obviously a mistake, as now VXRT heading to the moon, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting more shares out. You're going to see me load out of this position in front of 9 even. And like I said, the target is to have 10% left on a break of 9. Certainly an opportunity to add on a dip if it does hold 9 even. The next dip down, you're looking at about 850, 860 area. But for me, we're going to take more shares off. It's been a fantastic ride. After initially bungling the re-entry here at 839, this is the first one. You got to wait for the dip to turn around. And I bought that dip poorly. If you're interested on how to buy the dip better, we actually have a video on that one. So check out our buy the dip video on our Market Wisdom page. But here comes 9 even. I think you can add on a break at that price, but I'd much prefer the pullback into 860, guys. It's been an absolute banger, off to the moon and dropping some fireworks here on VXRT and dropping knowledge and symbols all day long. Brendan, what do you have?
Not seeing the headline on this one yet, but ETTX here just had a huge spike, 290 up to 350. Bit of a pullback, but huge volume spike. ETTX, guys.
Oh yeah, also long VXRT in between this out as well. That we're also long VRXT here at $8.50. So let's go and bang that one out, guys. You've been waiting for this all day, and now we finally have it. I mean, I've been kind of waiting for it, but it's finally fruit salad time, guys. As we flushed off VXRT, we add that one to the pile. The money just keeps on piling up. So feel kind of like this today. We take our fruit salad and we bang it, and bang, it explodes upside. So, wow, grape falling everywhere. Today's fruit salad brought to you by the most random honeydew melon that we just pulled out of here. It actually looks like a great little fruit salad today, guys. So congratulations to anybody who's having fruit salad with me today. It's a nice little refresher. When you've been talking for 2.5 hours straight, it's nice to get a little bit of food back in you. But look at Nikola. Screw you, fruit salad. Get out of my way. We have Nikola to trade right now, boys and girls. Nikola to the upside here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Nikola, 66.30 now. Bang that one out. That's going through the roof now. We love this electric car play. I've been hitting Nikola long a lot lately, and it happens again today. We love this little buying spot down here. This dip, 64.80. Bang that to the upside. $1.40 in the money right now. Nikola, the friend and the foe at the same time. Can't wait till I drive one of those Badgers, although I don't know if I can fit my whole family in there.
I'm not driving.
It's a 4-door, I think.
Yeah, I probably won't drive one. We can definitely trade it. I think one of the things that you watch here is when you get a big move to the downside like this in Nikola, certainly you see that double bottom. There was a couple of ways to play it. And we definitely said what we were going to do, and it was a breakout to the upside at 65.50, or it was going to be a breakdown at 64.50. We talk about those brackets often. This is how you want to engage this trade. If it holds the low, if and only if it holds the low, are you reloading on the way back up? Wait patiently for the consolidation at 65, then you get that break. Now you can take the break at 65.20 here and go long. I like playing the consolidation. Your stop is at the low of the day anyways, so I feel like you might as well just get a better price. And then we're working out of it. I also took the breakout at 66 even here, so my price now is 66.02, taking some in front of 66.25, and then trying to hold the rest to 67, which has been the target the entire time. I also still have some VXRT. If it breaks 9, we're going to add to that one. If it pulls back to 60, we'll see if we can add as well. I don't have any short targets anymore. Was going to be short at 780, obviously. I don't think that's going to be the case anytime soon. So a nice trade to the long side. I'm going to give you one more here, and I love you, INO. INO, you're great. You've been fantastic to us all week long. Last week was fantastic to the long side. I'm trying to short you today, and I've seen you dip down below 28. I've seen you consolidate, so I've added again. I'm maintaining my target in front of 27. Hold VWAP, but you got to get going here. The market's going to the upside, so the fact that we're sideways on INO, I don't mind that at all. But at some point, we need to flush, guys. First target remains 27.25, and then down to the low of the day at 26. And I still like a break of 26 even. We mentioned some levels if it ever broke that. 25, then 23, and then 21. And there's a lot of room to the downside after how much INO gapped. So I do like this one to the south side. Still net short until it breaks VWAP. Brennan, what do you got?
Nice look for Microsoft today, guys. 1.5% to the upside. Just broke 201 here, pushing up towards 201.50. They're launching a new initiative to help 25 million people develop better computer skills for the post kind of COVID-19 economy, which will require a lot more, obviously, working remotely and computer skills in general. So nice little look there from Microsoft, up 1.5% today, guys.
Yeah, Callaway Jones. Wow, I see this one. Yeah, what the hell happened to Luckin Coffee? We're going to try to go short here. Yeah, so again, you're welcome for me bringing this to your guys' attention. We didn't have any of this long. We were actually shorting it. And again, just too much happening for me here. But we do go short again, 07.5 on a punch. So look at this, guys. A nice little short again. Thank you to our boy Callaway Jones there. I don't want to use he was on the show. Don't want to use his full name, but thank you so much. Bang! That's another one right there. Superman is back in the building. So there it is, Callaway. Thank you, my friend. Blessings to you for this trade. Reining in the money. This is the community that we're building, guys. Callaway Jones for the win right there, telling me, look at Luckin to the moon. I wish I would have saw it earlier, but I shorted immediately, and right here, 6-penny winner. Thank you, my friend, Mr. Jones.
And Mr. Jones, have a look at VXRT still, guys. We do think it can take the top. Of course, you can see how aggressive we were taking shares out when we reloaded every single time. But now you're holding, and the longer it consolidates at this time of day at 9 even, two things can happen. You saw what happened at that failed break at 850, that big time flush. Watch out for these candles. That's why you take some profit out up here. But if we get one of those pullbacks, we want to see if it holds 850, 860. That's a reload shot. Otherwise, we're breaking more long at 9. This trend is upside until it stops. It doesn't always have to be about fundamentals. It's just going to be price action here, and it's telling you buy the dips and buy the breakouts. So that's what I'm going to continue to do on VXRT. At some point, if it turns into a short, I promise you I'll be all over that. But that was going to be at 780. We're long gone. We're about $1 away from that breakout price, guys, and it's been a huge trade here. I still have 41s alongside. We're still in the money, 50 pennies,
Bang.
but I'm not taking anything else out. We're adding at a 9 even break.
And here we go, guys, upside again on LKNCY. I don't know why my chart's not loading, but here we go. We go long again right now. So you can see we're long at 04, and bang, we just scalping. We're just scalp masters. We're holding everything long time. We're holding everything today. We've been trading BYFC, Luckin right now for a scalp. Nikola for like a swing trade right there. Big time trading. VXRT, 50 cents in the money. What a day, guys. What a day. What up, Beep?
Another one here, Tesla, guys, that we've looked at already, just breaking technical break of 1050, coming big time volume spike on that break into new highs for the day as well. UBS just out 1040, I think it was, reaffirming their buy rating on Tesla, guys.
Yeah, this INO is frustrating me. I'm going to move my stop here. Forget VWAP. If it's just going to continue the sideways action, I'm out of here if it breaks the quarters. Forget about this trade. I mean, VXRT just took the top off, and we're adding to a position on a 9 break. It just continues to run here. So put your eggs in the basket that's working. INO, you've been great to me, but the party's going to be done for me. I just want out of this puppy so we can focus more on the better trade here in VXRT, which is a huge, huge monster, guys.
Yeah, VXRT, 60 cents now in the money. So hide your wife and hide your kids. Woo-ha! This stock just keeps on going. We go 1 for 1 on this bad boy, straight to the upside. It just, I mean, what a day. I keep saying that, but I don't even know what else to say at this point. No guest traders of the day. We do have one tomorrow. I did want to thank, again, Lewis Daniels Watches for sponsoring that. Check out their website. If you have the bumper, maybe you can put that up. But Lewis Daniels Watches celebrating with us, our first sponsor. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, Singapore dollars, I just see that little thing. Thank you, Marcus, right there. VXRT, let's break out. Neil Robert, you beast. So good job there, Neil. Probably VXRT just making that money today. So good little trade there. Nikola also, guys, $1.70 now in the money. Yeah, whether or not you want to trade this big name, I have both of these. Nikola, VXRT, BYFC, that's 50 cents in the money as well. So that's the 3 trades I have on. A 50-cent winner, a 70-cent winner, and a $1.70 winner. So big day to say the least, guys.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, in terms of VXRT, I don't have anything in terms of levels until you get to this 950 test from the morning yesterday. You also look at 10 even. So I'm just going to enjoy this ride as long as it tries to go. That's why I want to take out out this INO through that quarter. It just broke, so I'm going to go flush ourselves down the toilet for shorting INO. Remember, I like it through a 30 long. If it can ever finally get there at some point, I want that breakout to the long side, but our eggs are in the VXRT basket and the Nicola basket. That one's also heading towards our target. Getting a bit of a bounce play and plug as well. I'm trying to pick up some shares off of 90. It just bounced at 93, so I didn't get any more, but VXRT continuing to work out of it on the way up. Why? Because I got no levels, guys, 950 and 10 even, so I'll work some shares out in front of 50. If it gets there, we'll take a 950 break the same way we took a 9 even break. Sometimes you think it can't go further, and then VXRT happens.
Yeah, I mean, INO there. I mean, for every VXRT, I guess there's an INO or there's a whatever else didn't work. But VXRT, that's why you got to take shots on all of these stocks, guys, including Tesla. I mean, look at this, 1044. We were in. We are so happy to take that out. There you go. Thank you, Joseph Mendoza, for that. That's our cut. So thank you so much. We'll like that and we'll take it. 1056 though to the upside. Look, as a Tesla holder, some people have been tweeting at me, sending me Instagram messages. What stocks do I like for long term? I've been repeating myself on Tesla. Again, I think this stock just continues to rip up. There's $1,200 price targets on that. I don't even think that's unreasonable. We could get to that next week. We could get that tomorrow. Tesla, 1,200. I don't know where it's going, but that's been a nice little long-term play. So thank you for all of that love as well, guys. Workhorse as well. Look, I wish I was in this name, and I'm not. I do like all of these names. 1835, wow. Today we've really ignored this name. But back to Luckin Coffee right here, up to 211 again. We did hit that long, so now let's wait to see what Luckin Coffee wants to do. I don't know if there's news on this or not, but wow, 7 million shares. Good for a pink sheet stock, guys.
Yeah, I'm not up on Workhorse. I'm down on this name, but 1875, I definitely like this long break. We've seen it this time of day, some big time pushes to the upside on this name. So when you do see a bit of a double top, then testing lower, I like the breakout potential in Workhorse. I wouldn't be touching short unless we're below, not even this 17 area. You're probably thinking about this 16 price, guys. So staying on the bullish trend in Workhorse, 1875 break in the afternoon. Like it more than I think INO at 30, if I got to be honest with you there. So I'm also looking at ODP, not ODB, Office Depot here. We are shorting some pops. I just took some short at 30. I want to show you the chart, but this is what it looks like. And it's going to look like this. It's going to be hard unless we zoom deeply in here. You are seeing me short these pops. At 240, I like a heck of a lot better. I can't show you the significance of the level because of what you see here earlier on. But this is that failed reverse split on Office Depot. It's a bit of a bungle. I'm staying net short because it's happening this afternoon or after close today. But there goes VXRT. It just continues to run. And I continue to work out of these shares here. So I'll take some out in the 30s. I'll take some out in the 40s. I'll kick it all out in front of 50. And then I'll break long at 50 again, guys. So we reloaded here at a 9 break. We had an 840 long. Those shares are actually working for almost $1 win. But the reload could also give us 50 cents. VXRT, it doesn't seem like it's going to stop here, guys. But at some point, I promise you in the next day or two, we are going to be shorting this name. And it's going to be a party, I do think. Valeria, what do you got?
Thank you, Neil, and hey guys, our next educational video about charting time frames will be available for you today. Stay tuned, I will be sending the link on the chat. We would love to be as much as possible efficient for you, so please write under the coming video in the comments your suggestions for the next educational videos so we can help you and improve together. And of course, guys, check all the videos on the channel, a lot of cool and helpful stuff there. Subscribe to our educational channel, to this channel, so you receive notifications when we are back on air, and of course support us with your likes. We have more than 3,000 viewers and just around 600 likes, so guys, please, if it's not hard for you, hit the like button. You'll make us happy. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
And I hate to keep saying this, guys, but Luckin Coffee, we are long at 13 here still. So nice little trade on Luckin Coffee as it just wants to go northbound. Long at 13, out some, they're at 18. Now looks like it may want to retrace. Let's see if we can get the rest out right now at 19 and then play it off at 20. Let's just punch out. We just punch out right there. Remove liquidity, get out at 18. We'll try to go short now. Luckin Coffee, what's up, Brendan?
Once high flyer here, guys. BIMI getting crushed today. It was $3 yesterday, down to about $2.20 right now. They were mentioning that some COVID-19 supply chain disruptions may end up in bankruptcy for them. So BIMI, big move down. This this says positive. That's versus obviously these levels, but BIMI, big move down versus yesterday, guys.
I know, Marcus. Thank you very much once again for the super chat. It is the VXRT party.
Yeah.
We're in its world, and we're just trying to, we're just trying to live in it and enjoy this party here. And I was fashionably late to this one, but it ends up not mattering here. I did just take that break at 950 after taking everything out on our 840 and 9 even break in front of 950. I'm then jumping back in on the break at 950. At some point, I think there's going to be a dip buy, but as you can see, I'm not necessarily betting heavily on it. I'm just taking shares as they come in and out on the way up. Next stop we mentioned is 10. So I'll get some out in front of 75. I'll get some out in front of 10 even. And if that breaks, wow, you'll color me very, very surprised if we see a 10 even break, but it is what it is until that does happen. There is this party. Once again, you're getting easy, quick 15, 20 cent scalps if you want them on this name. I haven't taken anything off, but we'll do that right there for a 15-cent win. Next leg 25, then 40 after that. I don't know what to tell you, but VXRT's gone parabolic, guys, and we got the long.
Yeah, we're still in the money at $1.20. We're still long 851 right now on VXRT. So yeah, the party just continues to start, continues to go. Actually, it's starting. It started a long time ago. So Luck and Coffee right now. This party started. We've been riding this one all the way up. One of my top stocks today all of a sudden turns out to be Mr. Luck and Coffee. So that one just keeps on going upside there as well. Look at VRXT, guys. One in right here, 850. One in and bang it to the upside, guys. Generally, that's how I'll trade these names. One in and then get the hell out. But right now we're only holding 10%. Let's get out of this one if it breaks down below 930. What up, B?
And guys, back to the downside here. We had a huge move to the upside initially on that news. They bought that at-home fitness company Mirror for $500 million. News aftermarket yesterday. Just wanted to point out this resistance area from the aftermarket around 305. So we're coming back into 305. Huge gain all the way up to 318, almost 319. Now all the way back again for Lulu, guys.
TL Bryant, haven't seen you on there before, but if you're plugging plug, I just finally got this reload here in front of that 790 area. If we break back above VWAP, that's great. I actually have a target from our previous long here. I like 815. I like a break at that price as well. So I'll play both ends of the stick here by getting out of some of this reload in front of 810. And then going more long at 815, you are still seeing it hold this range, 790. So it's about a 25 penny range. You want to take profit inside as long as you're able to scalp. If you're unable to do that, then certainly you can hang on to it. 775 to 780 is going to be that out point for me, that kill zone. Below that, I'm still going short on a 775 break and plug, but it just hasn't happened. It is relatively weak if you look at the rest of the space, but right now, still working to the long side.
Guys, we're just scalping away Luck and Coffee here. Another big boy win for us coming on. We punched through 220, 225 or so on Luck and Coffee and get a whole bunch out there at 28. Now we'll wait to see if we're lucky enough. No, we're not. Lucky enough to get 29s there. Punch out some 28s. So we'll see if we can get that fill. But right now, looking at, there we go. We'll probably get it right there. Looking like a nice little trade happening right now on Luck and Coffee, guys. I mean, this stock just keeps on rocking and rolling. No news, which is surprising considering a 48% move to the north side here on Luck and Coffee, but whatever, we'll just keep trading it and keep crushing this name, guys. Waiting to get out here at 29 and then we'll regroup at 30, but it's been a good name, and there we go short now at 29. Luck and Coffee, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing VMware here. A couple of you guys asking about Ed Lacy. Certainly a big-time movement to the upside. I don't know if there's an update that's happened in this name. I'm also quickly looking at that VXRT pullback, but we just mentioned plug, and it's starting to run back up to that 8 even. I'm not taking any profit until we get above VWAP. I don't think it's going to be worth it with a 90 stop there. But ODP, that's off his depot. You're going to see me in the short position. I'm still looking to add to the short in front of 240 if I can get it. Just keep in mind, of course, the reverse split happening after market. And Joey G, we like any name you bring up there. I'm going to put SINT back onto my board. I took it off a couple of days ago. Want to make sure we get to that name for you guys.
Sorry, guys, making too much money here trading Luck and Coffee. So now we're short again. So yeah, this is just what we're doing right now on Luck and Coffee. We're now short 26s. We were short 29s. We're just getting them out as it falls back down here. Looks like it's going to retrace right now, though. But Luck and Coffee down to 22. We got the short again at 26. Man, this has been a big day, guys. It's a Superman kind of day for me. We are so happy with the way today has turned out, guys. Everything right now is like we're at a carnival and they're giving away money today. today. So right now, luck and coffee. Thanks again to Callaway Jones for that one. VXRT, we did get out of that one for a 90-cent winner. So roller coaster ride on that name, needless to say, but one of my top stocks. So there it is. Today, guys, I mean, we don't have the score. I guess the scoreboard still goes. But Apple, BYFC, this name, Luckin, Micron's been a big one for us today. Micron, look at Micron, guys. We picked up these longs down here and then sold it in this initial pop. Looks like a good decision. It's kind of just hovering around there. But let's get back to Luck and Coffee, guys. Looks like it wants to break through 220. We are now currently short 226. So we're in the money 6 pennies now, waiting for more. It seems to have slowed down a little bit. We did get a lot of volume upside there. So let's see, maybe 43% is too much. I don't know, but here comes right back going northbound right now, Luck and Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. And going northbound again after a bit of a bounce play is going to be Nikola. Still in this one, but it needs to take out this top here at 66.50 before I get any more shares out. We had a target of 67. We'll maintain getting out in front of that target. It's going to give you an opportunity at some point, if it does take this out, to give you a top end break at 67.50. If it ever does that, certainly in the afternoon, watch out for a breakout trade. I've trailed out of VXRT. And once I hit one trail on a stock like this, which has been parabolic, yeah, obviously it's been a great trade to the long side, but you get a retrace like this. It's the first real pullback since down here at 820. I'm now going to be hunting shorts. I know it's going to be a little bit messy to see an active trade like this and so many executions, but I want to see consolidation above 9, in between 9 and 9.40, and then we'll start thinking about shorting this name. Now, we talked about $10. It got to 9.77. We'll call it close enough. I'm looking for short chances here with about a half an hour to go till noon. Brendan, what do you got?
Seeing some strength, guys, in gold stocks today. I just saw spot gold, highest level since March of 2012, above 1750. So IM gold here, IAG, yeah, up 7.8%. Just been a slow and steady grind to the upside for IAG. A lot of gold stocks looking like this one, guys.
I thought, I see that note there, Facebook from Elliot. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I thought I was crazy buying Facebook at 217 there on Friday. And then I go home and you hear that all these other companies are dropping them. And then I just keep saying to myself and to other traders around here, buy high quality companies and there'll be no problem. And Facebook now ripping back to the upside, 222, gets as high as that today. So we'll wait to see if Facebook wants to take it off. It's been such a banger day for me today. No losing trades, man. The only trade that is a loser is this Carve, and it was like a 30-cent. It was like 11.30 to 10.80, so I was a 50-cent loser there. But we more than make up for that one. As look at this. This is basically, guys, right here. I'm going to call it a perfect trade for me because this is how I trade. We wait for the breakouts to happen here. Obviously, I'm on this name late, so there's no doubt about that. But you wait for a breakout, we take it, and then we hold. And then we hold our last 10%. We give it that go. Then we find another breakout spot. And look where we get out, guys. 930. Huge, huge. Saving us, guys. All this money on the way down. So you get out a little bit here, costing money on the way up. But that's in front of 9. That's in front of 875. So we like those calls. And then bang, get out here before it breaks through 925, saving us some money. So there we go, guys. Looks like VXRT is going to fall in a hole, but we've already demolished that stock. So our biggest stock today is not going to be VXRT. Tesla, wow, shareholder now. Shareholder alert. Floss it off, anyone holding Tesla. This is at all-time highs. The NASDAQ just keeps on running. And Tesla, Merry Christmas. It's your 10th birthday. More like an anniversary, not a Christmas. But there we go, all the way to the upside. Guys, Tesla IPO'd at $17. So there you go. Tesla, congratulations to anyone that's been a long-time holder. I'm just long at 400, but might take this out. What a run up on Tesla, guys.
And Workhorse, again, making another top-end break here, guys. It's just one of those situations where you look at this 1875 break. It tries to get through 19, so immediately failing at that 19 price. We do like the even dollars a little bit more, but I want to dip my toes in on the pullback. It didn't go very deep on this pullback, so I think we can take some shares in at 75 or so. We got 73s, and then add to a position on a 19 even break. I think that's probably going to be the better look, but I want a piece of the pie if we want to continue to go upside. You can still see Nikola in the money. I'm not taking it till we get to 67, but Workhorse, we're now involved in the long. Plug still looking pretty good, trying to break that 8 even, and I'm looking for that short in VXRT. I just want to see some consolidation before I jump in. Obviously, it's a great trade to the long side that we had, but you want to jump in too early. I want to see the selling consolidate a little bit lower before I get the short. Workhorse long is what I'm working with here.
And guys, get on the bandwagon right now. We just posted this little clip here of the home run on BYFC that happened earlier. So you want to watch some fun clips here? We have a few now posted up here on Instagram. Already 16 views and 1 comment. Thank you so much for that one. But that was a really fun time there. Home run time on BYFC this morning. So if you really want to kind of see what the excitement is, if you did miss that, follow me Instagram at TraderTVSean. Here's Kevin O'Leary. He'll be back on soon as well. And here's a fun clip when we hit 50,000 subscribers. So definitely hit me up on Instagram right now. And that was fun. Yeah, I hear Valeria over there. She was loving that 50,000 because her and Brendan were popping the bottle. Neil was on stage too, I think, when that bottle popped. That was a fun time. But coming up after the show, guys, charting time frames is what we're going to be talking about. So you're often, if you're confused, 12 minutes, why does Sean use a 12-minute? Why do we use 1 minute, 3 minutes? There it is, coming up very soon, guys. Charting time frames with your host, Brendan Wickens, and your team as well. So that should be fun times. We're just watching Luck and Coffee here. Everything's getting destroyed, guys. We still have the only 2 positions I have on. BYFC, that's that home run call there on Instagram. Go look at that. Bang to the downside, still making moves. We're going to wait to 250. That's generally where I get out. What up there, Eric H? Thank you for that. He bought the 1050 there. Calls yesterday. Wow, good for you, Eric. That's been a big play today. One of my top stocks today, though, guys, Tesla. We did talk about that one. We get out here. That's a $4 winner on Tesla. Obviously, we don't hold it to the moon. We should have looked at it on a 1050 break. Was a bit choppy. If you held a 1050 break, you actually had to hold that $5 against you. Now looking like a genius, but all the way up to 1065. Good play on that one, Eric. That's for sure.
Yeah, look at VXRT hold 880. So you see some of these levels hold significance. Where was that first breakout that we had? You had this break at 850. Where did it turn around? Right in front of that 880 mark. You're now seeing on one of these legs, we had another hold at 880. You're now holding 880 on the upside here. So look, it's still an upward trend, technically speaking. But if we can consolidate lower than 940, I'll be watching for an 880 break to the short side. That's the short that I would like. But I need the party to stop to the long. And you just saw it bounce off a key level and run 50, 60 cents. That's why you don't jump in front of that train. We do like the workhorse long. I am long at 1873. I am not going to take anything out. I'm looking to see if we can break through 19 where I'd like to add to the position. Otherwise, you're giving it back down to about this 1830, 1840 range. So workhorse in the long side. Plug, yeah, that's in the money. It's a 10-cent win right now, but we're still looking for it to go 20 before we take it out in front of the top end of that range and add to that one off the top. So workhorse is a long in the money. We got the long and plug in the money. And of course, we still have Nikola. I need you at 67. 66.30 is not going to cut it here. We've already had some big wins. I want more.
Yeah, $1.45 in the money on Nikola for me and 53 cents on BYFC. I'm just continuing to scalp luck in here, guys. Just took another couple pennies. What up? Are we ready for Brendan? No, we are not. But that video coming up, guys. Check out our Market Wisdom page. Also, I want to thank Lewis Daniels. No guest today, but check out Lewis Daniels Watches online. Google that. Check out their Facebook page. And they are one of our sponsors now on board. So every guest trader coming up in the month of July. We are now full, by the way. So if you did want to come on, you're going to have to come now in August. But we are full for that. Send it in if you're interested to be our guest trader of the day for August. But there's Lewis Daniels there. Thank you so much for our friends over there. They've been a good supporter for us. First time, we're going to see how that works out, but we're really happy to have them on board. And once again, guys, thank you so much for all your super chats. We're at the highest spot of the day for us so far today. It's been my highest money-making day of the week so far today, so that's good. We're really super happy. Great close to the month. It's been so profitable. Thank you for all the love and the support. Guys, guess what? We're back. Coming back in July. We are going to be having Friday off. Tomorrow, though, guys, Canada. We are located here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Tomorrow, Canada Day, but guess what? We're still working. We're going to be popping some fireworks. Just spent a couple $100 on some fireworks, so they better be good. Last time my kid didn't like them, so that's why this time we step up our game and we're going to be popping.
Just watch those hands. You always got to be careful with the fireworks. Obviously, you play it safe, of course.
These hands are insured. Don't worry,
guys. Watch out for the banks here. We did mention WFC. That 26 level definitely a key. When you saw it reverse off that price, that's where you like that little short play. But the breakout to the long looks like it could be in play sometime this afternoon. afternoon. It's making a run at the top. If it takes it out, we'll see if we can't break to the long side. I'm not looking at 25.90 per se, the high of the day 87. I'm looking at the 26 even break because that was the level from yesterday. Brendan, what do you got?
Another one to look at here, guys. CTRN, 25%, 24.5% right now, but just bumped up against $20 there for about the third or fourth time and failed. So looking like $20 might be a problem for CTRN. They're in the fashion industry. They have an apparel line. They updated their current quarter much better than expected, which is a little bit of a surprise given what's going on. But CTRN looking like $20 could be a problem, guys.
CTRN. Okay, I did want to check back in that V-Ray there. We are just scalping out here of Luck and Coffee. V-Ray does fall the way back in, so we were mad at that. And that's why, Eric, if you're watching right now, that's why when stuff breaks like that, you play that momentum and get out and take your 5% or whatever it is. But I did want to check back in on V-Ray just to see how that was going. But yeah, big day, needless to say here today, guys. We're just looking at our Nikola trade. It's kind of putting me to sleep a bit. We're still going to look for this upside. It's $1.50 in the money, and it's been a big time trade for us. BYFC, look, it's 11.35. We're already up tons of money today, guys. I'm completely happy, just almost doing nothing. So if anything's moving, guys, put it on there. Quick and easy on V-Ray. Eric, right there, I'm going to hit the chicken dinner winner for you guys. That's the kind of call I'm talking about. And look, whether or not you trade your own style, whether or not you trade like me, whether or not you trade like anybody, you know, you got to understand how you're making that money, right? And like, if you're a scalp trader, that's great. I have the sort of the ability to kind of do both. Like I'm scalping Luck and Coffee here. We took that dollar winner on VXRT. We took 5 on Tesla. We're taking multiple dollars on Nikola. So know your style. That VXRY stock, great little style there. Like look at Nile, guys. We take this long right here. Scalp, 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 get out, get out, get out, then get out again. So, you know, you got to switch up your style sometime. And yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I hope you're learning a lot from us here at Trader TV Live.
Yeah, speaking of styles here, VMware, it's only 650,000 shares, so the relative volume is puke. But given the fact that you have a big run up on essentially what is no volume, I'm looking at a potential breakdown. This is a time of day where the first level that breaks to the downside, you can see one of those nice candles where you just take a quick, you know, $1.50 type scalp. I'm looking firmly at 154.75. You basically are only giving it to the high a day to retrace some of this gap. I mean, that's a good risk to reward. The fact that it's basically up on no real buying is a decent shot for you, but just watch out. Liquidity can be a bit of a concern. Don't let it run too far past that high. Here comes VXRT as well. If it did flow $9, we are still looking for that short opportunity in that name. But I do believe we are ready at the big screen. We have Valeria.
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. European market is closed now, and I would like to update you on numbers. Only Germany is up 0.21%. Britain is down 1.21%. France is down 0.72%. Spain is down 1.01%. Italy is down 0.54%. And Russia is down 0.48%. That's all with the Europe, and I'll keep you updated with that tomorrow. Back to traders.
That's it? Okay, yeah, that's all for Europe, guys. Great little update there. We do have Wirecard, of course. We did talk about that a little bit. Did not trade it, though. As look at Luck and Coffee, guys. So I already have here 62 trades on Luck and Coffee. Let's play the game, guys. How many fills do you think I have today on this platform? So right now, a lot of fills we have here today. So put some guesses on. It's been an Apple kind of day. It's been a great trading day for me. I keep saying that, but it's true. We'll just keep this profit hopefully going more north side right now as we do short Luck and Coffee. We're just scalping it now. Like I said, 62 fills here on Luck and alone, plus a few on BYFC, Nikola and whatnot. There we go. Just take another out there on Luck and Coffee. The day just keeps getting bigger and better, guys, here. It's been a nice day for yours truly. We are now at the highest spot we've been at all day. What's up, Mr. Wickens?
Another alert here, guys, on Bloom Energy. We talked about this one on the way up. Looks like it's breaking back down. $10 needed to hold. There was support. Just let go. Yeah, just alerted on volume there for BE. The news was, again, if you missed it, they're teaming up with Samsung to work on heavy industrial ships. So Samsung has an industrial unit. They're going to work on fuel cell powered ships. Guys.
Yeah, similar pullbacks happening. VMware, I was looking to take that one to the downside, and VXRT, I'm looking at the same type of a setup. But VMware actually looking like it wanted to take the top off. So we're not going to get the execution in this one as it takes the top here. If it still goes below 145, so 154.75, I am going to be net short, but it takes the top, not the bottom. VXRT, if it breaks 880, we're going short. If it retests on VXRT up around this 940 and rolls over, I'll jump into the short in front of it as well with a tight stop. So a couple of ways we can play this, but it's 1140. So at this time of day, I'm sitting in the money in everything, but oddly enough, Office Depot, that short up here at, I'm short at 226.5, it's at 227. Everything else is in the money. Nickel along is in the money. Plug is in the money the long side. Workhorse is in the money the long side. I still want a 19 break on that as well. But I'm looking for VXRT short for the first time. If we can get below this 880 mark, it's got to break it, or it's got to give me some consolidation and a test that fails this 940 mark. Those are the only two conditions I'll go short on VXRT. Otherwise, we could still possibly have another top break in store, as crazy as it seems. If we can bounce off of this and sustain this move to the upside, watch out for 980 and $10 as well. But I am looking for the short opportunity. In the money on everything, I'm going to be adding to Office Depot basically at will in front of 240 until it breaks.
Good, yeah. Office Depot, good. Hopefully a good trade there. I haven't even looked at it, ODP, so far today. Obviously, if you guys are trading this, you're probably trading it with a couple thousand shares. So yeah, nice little move to the downside now. We did see that reverse merge.
Yeah, the charts are useless.
Reverse split there. So yeah, that chart's not going to be anything. But if you guys are looking at that, that's great. Did I just see someone say Tesla 1081? Yeah, okay. Let's hit my favorite symbol there. Wow, I guess me taking $5 there off this little Tesla break at 1044 was not good enough. But look, I did say Tesla was probably going to $1,200, and I said maybe tomorrow. Kind of a joke, but now you're seeing what Tesla wants to do. 1,081. Guys, I mean, look at the daily chart on this name. I bought this stock at $400 not too long ago, and look at this down here. Look at this move. Bang! Straight to the upside. Tesla non-stop, guys. I love the model. I mean, they still have lots of room to go because their truck's not even out yet. Plus, I love what they're doing in homes with that sort of solar power structure there for powering homes. Tesla still has unlimited upside, guys, to go. Scratch that. I ain't never selling these Tesla shares. My 8-year-old can pick these up when he retires. So let's keep going to the moon now. Tesla, wow, are you working? I'd say yes. Anybody enjoying that Tesla long, congratulations today, guys. It's been a monster. Only 20 minutes left in the show at this time, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just come back every day, man. We just continue to rock this. Look at BYFC, now at day's low and still moving down. This is a ho-hum 64-cent winner. We're still holding on, man. I'm waiting for, I mean, it's just being greedy at this point. I'm just waiting for 250 to break. We'll probably just get some out now, 225. Let's just get out of BYFC. What a big move down, 63 cents. No need to hold this one. Big trade BYFC, guys.
And again, here comes VXRT testing 880. Look at this hold, one time, two times. This is why we're breaking short if it breaks this level. But if it goes, look, if you continue to hold this trend, like I just mentioned to you, it could still be another long. I need to see it take the top off. Gotta test that 935, 940 before it happens. But when the second 880 breaks, you're going to see me slide into the short trade whenever it does happen. Of course, it's been obviously the best run to the long side that I've had this morning when you got that initial sort of 820, 840 pullback trade. But now we're hunting 880 short and nothing else until we get that test of the upside. I am still loading into more shares of Workhorse at 19. It hasn't broken yet, and taking more of Office Depot. But at this time of day, you don't want to be over trading. Let the conditions be met. If VMware wants to break down, I'll take that short as well. But until it goes, we're going to be hands off. Brendan, what do you got?
Finally, a volume spike and price spike here on a stock with actual news behind it. Tandem Diabetes here, guys. TNDM teaming up with Abbott Labs to further develop an insulin delivery system that they've been working on. So Tandem Diabetes teaming up with Abbott Labs. So 89 here on the break of the pre-market high. We're at 96 now for TNDM, guys.
All right. There goes Luck and Coffee as well. This one's just been a dream. We've been shorting that one, longing it, making a lot of executions. Now 198 executions on the day. So good guesses for you guys on the upside. We'll just continue to trade these kind of things, guys. We did get out there as promised.
Workhorse is absurd.
BYFC, we're going to get, Workhorse, $2.31. Took a couple dollar winner on Workhorse yesterday. Did it break 20?
It just broke 19. So I had the 875 long. I said I'm not taking anything off. I want a 19 break. I added on the 19 break. So we got this little bracket area to the long side. We'll basically see how far it wants to go. Typically when it's giving you this sort of afternoon move, it's held these sort of consolidation levels like 1850, 1875, then tends to hold, and you get the secondary push to the upside through lunchtime. So that's what I want to see if it can happen. I mean, certainly it can't go up forever, and I can say that, and if I get proven wrong, it's going to be a good thing. But much like VXRT, you have to have some kind of a structure to your long play. 1950 is the next leg. I'm going to get some shares out if it breaks up to that price, and then continue that same buy dips at those key levels. We're taking breakouts, take out profit at the quarters and 50s, buy the 50 even breaks, and then see if you hold a core position the same way we did in VXRT, only at lunchtime. I'll probably be a little bit more aggressive at the early levels, not necessarily anticipating as big a move as we got in VXRT, but if it happens, great.
Yeah, we're also, you sure there's no news on Luck and Coffee here, Brendan, today? LKNC... Yeah, okay. Reporting. Okay. I guess maybe if they can figure out their accounting woes, their report may be okay. So thanks, Brendan, for that. But up 57% today and unheard of. We are long right now, 41s again. We've just been scalping this one. 74 fills on Luck and Coffee today. Just keeps going upside right now. So we'll see if we can't just keep winning on Luck and Coffee. But straight to the upside today. Nice little runner there on this name. But the day just keeps getting bigger and better, guys. BYFC, I told you we're going to get out here if it breaks 230 now, not 225. That's a 65-cent winner. Nikola, we're just holding on. May go long again, breaking through 66.50, but we're already $1.70 in the money on that one. So, it's 11:45, guys.
Sean, I'm going to shoot this one here, and it's not that I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth. It's just that I don't have anything else to use for Workhorse. So, pardon the pun there, but we're going to hit that gift for you. We just broke the quarters. I took some shares out. Like I said, I'll take more out in front of 1950. We had 1873 long. We added to the position on a 19 break. We've taken the 73s out for about a 40-cent win, just a little bit more than that on the way up. Now we're going to see if we can't get the same thing on the 19 break. And then we're going to see if we can't take a 1950 long. So in this case, unlike VXRT, I'm basically going to be getting out in front of every one of those quarters and 50s and then only loading back in on the breaks and the pullbacks, guys. So I might not be sitting there holding the core position through lunchtime. I don't love that as much on the afternoon breaks. It's lunchtime, things slow down. But a winner's a winner, and we're certainly happy that we have it on right now. Brendan, what do you got?
It might just be a technical break here, but Dynavax just popping up here on a volume scanner. You can see big volume spike as we broke through $9, which was day high. I feel like we mentioned this one at least one a day lately, but DVAX here on a volume spike, guys, through $9, just coming back to that level now.
Okay, DVAX, yeah, we're also looking here. We're getting some out. We just took a long there on Luckin, but I'm wondering if we are now maybe at a decent spot here, if we are high enough or not. I don't know, but Luckin Coffee, I don't want to get too spicy here around $2.50, but so we'll just take it out there at 57. I'm not sure about this one anymore, guys. Luckin Coffee might be heading southbound. We've been going long. All of these are long, all the way to the upside here, but now we're going to get ready to dump it as it looks like it's reversing. Oh, maybe not. There it goes to the upside again, 47.
Guys, I hate to be a broken record, but the Workhorse doing what VXRT did. It's going to be a 1950 break. I'm getting out, and I have this order to go long in front of 1950 on a break of 1950. We're just going to continue to play the trend. It's the same thing as we saw in VXRT. I get out in front. It's an 1873 break. It's a 19 even break. We're getting out all the way up to 1950, just like we expected. Now I'm taking breakouts on this name if it can sustain the move, or even pullbacks to 19. And now here's the thing. I would floss this one off for you, but I can't do that dance. Definitely not that one. What I can do is show you guys what you could work with. You got the shot there, Rob. I want to show you guys the floss shirt. Sean's got one. I've got one, but I didn't show you guys the back. because you get to floss it off. That's what you want to be able to do here, guys. The only person that's actually going to floss live for you on the show is Valeria, because she can do it and I can't. Maybe Brendan. He doesn't really let us know some of his hidden talents, although I see him shaking his head with the Oscar the Grouch shake there. But either way, if you like Workhorse, I do think you can continue this trend on pullbacks. I do think you can continue to watch breaks. It's having some trouble a little bit at 1950. Don't look too grumpy there, Brendan. It's all good. I like pullbacks into 19 even if we can get it on Workhorse. It's been a banger. The only things I have left onto the long side are in the money, both Plug and Nikola. They're just not doing a heck of a lot, so no need to update those. But Workhorse, man, it's like Secretariat. You can't stop this puppy here. And if you don't know who Secretariat is, I guess that means I'm very, very old and you guys are all very young.
I'd hate to say you're not right, but
okay. It's just true, right?
It's true, yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. We are now short Luck and Coffee down here, short at 47. We'll wait to see. I told you maybe it was getting spicy at 50, so now we'll wait to see what we can do now. Short Luck and Coffee 47. 45 on the offer. So good trading here on Luck and Coffee today. Coming to the downside. We'll get out some of this right now. 42, 43. Good trade here happening for us on Luck and Coffee. But wow, BYFC, Nikola, and Luck and Coffee. The day is better, man. This is my best day of the week. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me try to find something that we haven't hit yet today. But how about this? My ideas today. Pretty good. We'll just continue that. But I got to finish with this fruit salad in my mouth before we go, guys. What's up, Neil, I guess?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I thought we actually had Brendan, but if we don't have Brendan, I want to get you guys back to VMware. Much like the party that we just saw to the upside, breaking tops, you are seeing this do it as well. So, as much as I wanted to be shorting this one on the way back in, it's doing all of this on, basically no volume here. Of course, it has been in the news, so it is a legitimate breakout play the last couple of days. I still do like the short if it ever takes 154.75, and I'm going to keep that order in there just in case we get a nice little breakdown. I don't want to miss that trade. We are short and in the money on ODP. That's off his depot, and of course, I'm still long Plug. And yeah, we could be scalping this one out a little bit more aggressively, but I was waiting till it broke VWAP to take any profit. I'm then going to take the rest of it out in front of that 815. You can see my orders. I should probably use something other than this ugly yellow here. We'll get something a little bit darker so you guys can see where my orders are. I was taking some out in front of 810. Then some out in front of 815. 815 break long on Plug, but this is just a long that we reloaded here at 793, 794, check that, and we're taking 10, 15 cent scalps. The big break would be at an 815 break, see if it can't take out some of those levels at the open and the pre-market. Now, we are ready for Brendan. What do you have, buddy?
A few minutes to go here, guys. JCOM to the downside today, 6.25%. Big flush in the pre-market here on a short seller report. Just going to confirm, I think it was Hindenburg. JCOM to the downside, but just popped up on a volume scanner again through this 65 area. 6.3% now for JCOM if you're looking for something to the downside. It is about that time, guys. We've been talking about it all morning long. Charting timeframes, our latest educational video. If you wonder what timeframes we use, why we use them, how we use them. Lots of great information in this, even, little teaser, even how you combine levels from higher time frames into your execution time frame. So great stuff in that video. Go check it out. Valeria's going to have the link for you any minute. Guys.
Brendan, don't tease it there, don't tease it. But, okay, guys, we need to get to 600 here, Instagram followers. Right now, 582. Hit that up. You want to see some of the action from this morning. Of course, you can look back at our YouTube channel and just rewind to see that. But a few different things here. A couple different quotes. Oh, here's that 50,000 that we're talking about. Look, 444 plays on that one. We did have some of that. Some good quotes on here. My favorite summertime drink, also lemonade. Follow me at Trader TV Sean if you wanted some insight on some of that. But right now, today, guys, big show. So happy that you liked and subscribed to the show. If you haven't, make sure you do that, guys. Very important for us to get over now. We're over that 50,000. So let's just keep running. Let's see how long it takes us to get to 100. And I don't think it'll be that long. And, congratulations to everybody that's going back to work and whatnot as well. Hopefully we can enter phase 3 soon. No idea when. We just went into phase 2 here in Ontario.
Yeah, and I want to alert you guys, we only have about 8 minutes to go in the show, but the market's not going to stop. So you got to get some of these levels that we've been talking about and make sure you're prepared for them. Wells Fargo is approaching that high. It's sort of grinding towards that top. Look at how big of a gap there is above this 26 area. You saw it hard fail below this price at 25.90 yesterday. You did see a bit of a double test at 26 on the way down. It was a breakdown. It then retested before being a huge short a couple of sessions ago. So, watch out for this level. It could be a big breaker on WFC. Of course, they've been under a lot of pressure. So I'm not advocating necessarily holding this bank to the long side. It's not the one that I would pick by a long shot. But you got to play price action while it's there, and 26 has been a good level on Wells Fargo. Watch for a break of that price. If you get a quick break at 25.90 that fails to get to 26, watch out for that retrace. That's going to signal a short in the afternoon for sure on that name. So I only have Nikola in the money 30 cents, ODP, that's off his depot in the money a few pennies, and Plug back down only 7 cents in the money. But I'm holding these ones probably throughout lunchtime as long as they don't hit our stop levels. These are all trend trades that have been working for us all morning. No need to rush out of any of those three.
And guys, thank you again for all the love here on the chat. A bunch of bangs. I see you there, David. And thank you so much to everybody for subscribing. William K. Alexander, thank you for subscribing. Thank you to everybody. If it's not your first time subscribing, well, you can only subscribe once, but definitely make sure you hit that like button and let this community keep on growing, guys. We're very proud of everything that we're doing here on the show. So hopefully you guys are able to win with us as we continue. But big show alert today. My most profits I've made all week today. We can go over all of the trades, but if you did really want to see them, follow me on Twitter. I am posting a lot of the big trades that we've had today, including Apple long right off the open, guys. Really proud of this one. We gave this one to you when we were down here. We waited patiently for Apple to break. I put the order in, I canceled it, I put it back in a couple times, and then we finally take the long, breaking through 362, and you can see the action that stock had today. You can see our Micron pick up early. I told you we would let this one, and finally, I think this is why we're having such a good day, is because I finally follow my rules here. Micron, you can see where it is now. We're all the way back down, but we waited for it to settle down. Like, if we took this early, we probably would have got smoked, but we wait for it to settle down, pick some key levels, see some support here, and then bang it to the upside. Micron's been a rocking of a trade. One of my better trades, VXRT, today, straight upside here. Never went against us, just a little bit there, 20, 30 pennies, moved to the upside, and that's a banger. BYFC, my most profitable trade today, and that just keeps ticking downside as well. We still have 10% on here, and you guys know when it's a $3 name, you can take some big boy shares, so we're really proud of that. And then Nikola keeps going as well, so some nice money-making opportunities today. Oh, that's Tesla. Wow, Tesla just to the upside. Nikola right here, 66 and change. We're looking for a breakout, $1.70 in the money on this name.
And like we said, it is getting to that time. It's only 4 minutes left to go, guys. So we do have some interesting names, and of course, we dropped a little bit of a hint at what is coming up when it comes to those. Certainly earnings plays for tomorrow. So let's throw to Brendan. One of them is not a surprise, but there's a couple of big boys up on that board. Let's go to Brendan.
Yeah, we have definitely talked about one of them for most of the show. Yeah, let's throw up what's coming up after market and before the open here tomorrow for earnings, guys. FedEx kind of have an interesting one there, can give you a trade typically around news events. Also, Constellation Brands up there, STZ, guys.
Yeah, I think the story is probably going to be firmly on Luck and Coffee. Now, remember, keep in mind, we're trading through Day Trade the World here, so we have access to the pink sheets. You're going to see Sean in and out of that name. Of course, if you don't have access to the OTC markets, you can always check in with your broker. If you don't, that's unfortunate. We're able to do that here, and there's a lot of opportunity to trade that name. And General Mills, maybe, but Constellation, I do think, should be an interesting play tomorrow. Always want to make sure there is good volume in the pre-market if I'm going to be interested in a name. And don't forget about the video that we're going to be dropping, because we talk about different chart time frames. First thing you want to do is look at them all so you can find those key levels. But it's always important to go to Valeria to see what kind of a day it is today. What is the national day, Valeria?
Hello, dear viewers. Thank you very much for joining us today, for all the support and nice comments. Guys, go watch our next educational video about charting time frames, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments. And of course, subscribe if you haven't yet, and join us live every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And as usual, I'm saying with national days today, so guys, don't forget to follow us on social media, because today is the day. Happy Social Media Day, everyone. Happy social media day, Sean. Hope your Twitter gets million followers.
Yeah. Let's get up there. How many more do we have until 600? I think we're pretty close there. 582, 595, 5 more followers. Let's celebrate social media day. Yeah, follow us all on social media. Thanks for that, Valeria. Exciting times. But yeah, we'll continue to post. It's been a big day. We're short luck in coffee right now. 8 cents in the money, guys.
Absolutely. With only 2 minutes to go, I'm just getting some orders to be able to get out of ODP as it's sliding back down to the downside. Now remember, Office Depot having that reverse split that got bungled this morning after market. VXRT, Marcus, I'm with you there. Outside of this 940 range, why not? Let's take it to the long side. We've been talking about that 940 test, but if it fails, yeah, you're going to watch me short that 880 for sure when it does break. Like we've always been mentioning here, I want to make sure you guys tune in. Coming up for the last time, I'm going to throw it up for you guys. We do have our video coming out here on charting time frames. We talk about the ones that we look at, why you want to make sure you're looking at multiple time frames, and how important they are going to be to your individual trading, regardless of style. Day trading, swing trader, investor, doesn't matter. Multiple time frames are going to be important. We are going to give you that first look there. And as always, guys, make sure you comment on the videos. Let us know what topics you want us to cover. Let us know what we can be doing a little bit better. It's all about you and getting you the information you want as we all look to continue our journey as traders and improve on a daily basis. So it's been a lot of fun here as I look to see, what did I just get out of? Oh, it looks like we just got a bit of a cover on, no, not plug.
Nikola, man.
Nikola.
$2 in the money.
Nikola, thank
Bang,
you. There
Nikola.
we go. Right at the end of the day, we hit our target, Nikola. You know what? We need to upgrade some of our. Look, we have these nice little plugs on our graphics for all these different stocks. We need one for Nikola. We need one for Workhorse because I don't want to hit Gift Horse for Workhorse, and I don't want to hit Tesla for Nikola just because it feels off.
Right.
But Nikola, we talked about a 67 target. Here it is. I got out in front of that. We talked about the break. We talked about the pullback consolidation at 65. We got the breakout as well at 66. So, I took 3 separate trades to the long side. Lots of ways you can do it. It's the same thing if you just take one break and hold it the entire way. Just trade your own style. Nikola's in play. It's worth it. I wanted originally to go short at a 64.50 break. It just never happened, guys. I probably still will if it goes there, but probably not going to happen. Great trade. Ended off on a bang there. If you like the merch that we're showing off here, I got this floss shirt. Sean's showing it off as well. When we get the Brendan Goat to come in, we'll make sure we tease that one for you. I know everyone's waiting for that shirt. It's definitely going to be a hot seller. Anyways, guys, down the line, Valeria doing a fantastic job on social media day. Give us the heart, hit the like and subscribe, everybody. And Sean Gatina, my good friend, down in the corner, also with the fruit salad that we did get to today, believe it or not. And and he's showing off the trophy. There you go. There you go, guys. And our good friend, Brandon Wickens, as always, bringing us hot fire, lots of symbols today. Make sure you're always tuning in because he's going to drop that knowledge to make sure we're not trading blind. I'm Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao.
Happy Canada Day tomorrow.